How's it going, everyone? I believe that it is about that time to get into the City of the Lost, aka Velderheim. How are we doing, y'all? Hope you're having...
Gorkar is great.
Hell yeah. The City of the Champs? I don't know. Most of the people here failed at their purpose, so it might be considered a city of losers to some.
Yeah, we're now fucking champs.
As long as we have the light, we are never losers.
Well, I believe that we've got a few new things to cover before we start this. For anybody interested, there is a new redemption. Thank you, Bent130, for the idea. Where during a combat, if you cheer bits, it's every 100 bits will give you a D10 to use as damage against one enemy, not a player character of your choice. So you can essentially cheer, 100 bits, get a D10. I would roll a 10-sided die and do that damage to whichever target of your choice or a random thing. And that's kind of something that we're trying out this session, and you'll see it on the scroll up over top. Aside from that, though, we do have a Patreon set up for the stream. It gets us really nice assets like the maps that we're using that I can make using Incarnate with the subscription, and the very high quality models that the players made themselves of their player characters, and we are using from Hero Forge. So thank you so much for everyone who has supported so far. Without you, none of this would be possible.
Thank you very much, patrons.
Yes, thank you.
Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Now, if all of our player characters would like to roll a d20, and we will see who is doing our recap.
Shouldn't we do roll call first?
I mean, we've all talked, but I mean, sure thing. Howdy, Rob. How's it going?
Freaking good, even though I just wasted a pure natural 20 on this.
Oh, well, you're not doing the recap. Gorkar, what's up, my dude?
Gorkar is great, and possibly doing the recap.
Jabbers?
We're A-okay.
Frankie?
Howdy hey, viewers.
Another thing of note, I have added a stat overlay, which is like a, it's just a freaking... My brain is blanking. Transparent image, basically, of everyone's stats over on the right-hand side of the stream screen. And that will be everyone's stats as updated as possible, which I will keep updated every session. So that's something you can kind of take a look under the hood, so to speak. AC is armor class, HP hit points, then you got strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma, for anyone who is not overly familiar. That being said, who got what? Aside from Rob's natural 20.
Time.
Oh, it's Gorkin time?
It's Gorkin.
Yep.
Alright. Then, Gorkar, as you guys are stepping through the coffin in the teleporter into the main area of the dungeon, there's a strange sensation as you are pulled through time and space into a very comfy room. And there's a couple of small fairy creatures that bring over a very warm, thick wool blanket for you to wrap up in next to the fire. And you are asked, could you please tell us about the events of the previous day? And there's like a whole bunch of people sitting around, like looking at you in anticipation, waiting. And this will be Gorkar's last session recap from Gorkar's point of view.
So yeah, Gorkar kind of cozies up into the blanket. He folds it over his shoulders, kind of examining the spots where the fur has definitely not yet grown back into. He covers up and says, yes, Gorkar would love to share Gorkar's perspective. So, Gorkar wake up in Zulnar's Inn, the Broken Fiddler, to delicious smell of shark fin steak. Gorkar never have anything so delicious. Mr. Hank and Mr. Vorst waiting just outside, and Hank and Vorst are impatient. They say the Lost need to get day started as soon as possible. Gorkar thinks he will take his time. As Gorkar gets coffee and gets served plate of shark fin steak, the powers that be summon Gorkar and friends into arena. Gorkar not get to try delicious smelling food. Gorkar and friends in front of fire lizards and ash zombies. Fire lizards are actually fire warriors. Gorkar just is a simple bugbear and calls them fire lizards. And enemies are ready. They fight first and fight hard, but Gorkar and friends able to come out on top. After epic victory, Gorkar and friends come back to tavern, only to find Tink and Dinkle ate all the sharkfinch steak. Gorkar would really like to hurt those lizards, but he won't. We eat eggs and drink coffee, and Gorkar tried to linger, but Hank and Vorst very persistent. Gorkar and friends go to Shagoeth. Jabber's gem floats when we get to the entrance mouth. Entrance mouth? Yes, entrance mouth. Gorkar remembering correctly. This weird creature. Jabbers have to leave Gem behind to get into dungeon. Jabbers not like that very much, but Jabbers do it anyways. Jabbers asks if he get Gem back after dungeon, and is asked if he is the bear. Jabbers says yes, I'm the bear. Gorkar thought he was the bugbear, but we'll believe Jabbers. As Gorkar and friends go into Shagoeth, we are told that all of this is training exercise, and Gorkar wished they said this sooner. Gorkar ready to get stronger. Once inside Shagoeth, Gorkar and friends step into forest with lots of trees. As soon as we get there, hungry goblins attack. Goblins high in number but low in might. Gorkar feel bad for having to kill them, but they were speaking nonsense. Goblins were too far gone. Gorkar noticed that Jabber's very good at not being very good at attacking tonight. Jabber falls onto his face, but hits enemy anyways and says, Jabber's meant to do that! After fight with starving goblins, Gorkar noticed vines that look like they are thinking. Gorkar tell friends, Gorkar think these vines, what the word? Sentiment? Yes, these vines are sentiment. Which is Gorkar trying to find sentient. Yes, Gorkar pretty sure he got the wrong word there. Gorkar and friends move carefully through hallway, doing away with all vine monsters. Then we find out that Frankie very good at burning vines, not very good at burning creatures. Jabbers find Cathedral, decide to be sneaky, and for sneakiest lizard, Jabber's not very good at sneaking tonight. Gorkar and friends fight vine goblin zombie things to help save not very sneaky lizard. Jabber's still also not very good at hitting things. Maybe Jabber's hurt his leg this time. Gorkar decide he will carry little lizard buddy. After defeating the vine goblin zombie things that Gorkar not understand, we find a riddle, and an eerie darkness begins taking over the sanctuary. Jabber's terrified of darkness. Rest of us manage okay. Frankie figures out riddle to stop the darkness. Frankie is very clever, pointy ear. After Gorkar and friends figure out riddle of darkness, the powers that be pull us back into arena. They must really like the way Gorkar fights. Unfortunately, Gorkar have to fight adorable but dangerous giant buffalo. Gorkar doesn't mind beating them up, but they're still cute. After fight, Gorkar carry Jabbers so he not fall behind. Gorkar and friends find tree that looks infected or diseased, in the words of Jabbers. Tree have slime growing all over it, and Frankie says that slime is also mushroom. Gorkar not so sure about that. Rob leads the way and tries to get around the tree. Gorkar carry Jabbers and follow in wide berth. Jabbers tell Gorkar, Jabbers along for the ride. Where you go, Jabbers go. Gorkar tried to sneak around the sickly tree, but Gorkar, Rob, and Jabbers surprised by black pudding. Gorkar goes in for... Wait, this is a quote from Jabbers. Gorkar goes in for a rah, and Jabbers comes in with a rah! And Jabbers gives everyone inspiration with his draconic roar. Gorkar gets singed again in fight. Fuzzy very much gone now. Gorkar think it maybe take a week to get Fuzzy again. After party beat Black Pudding, Black Pudding farted and Gorkar tried not very hard not to laugh. Rob uses weapon for healing rather than hurting. Gorkar confused, but will take the healing. Gorkar was, in fact, very hurt bugbear. Gorkar and friends find sign that says keep out. Gorkar think, though, that this is the way to go. Jabbers confused that Gorkar can read goblin writing. Gorkar explained to Jabbers that bugbear closer to goblin than orc. Gorkar and Jabbers decide to sneak into goblin encampment. Gorkar and Jabbers sneakiest bugbear and lizard. An area that said to keep out, Gorkar see ugliest goblin ever. That definitely where necklace of Zolnar's, necklace Zolnar is looking for is. Gorkar see it. Party begin combat after Jabbers clumsily jostle bag of caltrops. Some dumb goblin shreds everyone around him. Poor bastards. After Gorkar and friends dispatch goblins, we find a few signs. Home Sweet Home and Da Boss of Da Hungry. Rob seems filled with more strength from the light. Gorkar and friends move to a stone room, where Gorkar and friends find glowing green coffin. No evil or good coming from it. Frankie not know anything. Jabbers check for traps. Gorkar and friends find timid goblin in coffin. Goblin called Skeek. Skeek hiding. Skeek scared of bugbears. Gorkar assures Skeek he not here to hurt Skeek. Skeek tell Gorkar that Gorkar is kind bugbear. Gorkar knows. Skeek want to go to Felderheim. Skeek tired of being hungry? Gorkar tells Skeek he will take Skeek to Felderheim. Coffin is transportation, but Gorkar not sure about this. Gorkar assert this box not fit Gorkar, but Gorkar no box is big enough to fit two Gorkars. Rob recognizes that Coffin is teleportation to Velderheim. Jabbers jump through the portal. Gorkar sees he is safe and jumps into the box as well. Gorkar and friends come into a room with monster portal mouth. Rob is met by Lothier. As Skeek exits Coffin, Hankenvorst gives Skeek terrible look. Gorkar used to like Hankenvorst, but as time goes by, Gorkar being less fan of them. Gorkar promised the two that Gorkar will turn Skeek into a valuable asset for the Lost. After Rob goes to see Lofvir and the rest of the Lost have good meal, the Lost re-enter the dungeon through the coffin. Gorkar glad he not have to go through Shagoleth's mouth again. Gorkar and Jabbers be sneaky bugbear and lizard again, stealthing into graveyard. Point of light floating over the graves, and Gorkar not think this look normal. The light seems to be on a staff, but holder of staff is not obviously visible. Jabbers heard of this, called a will-o-wisp. It is the light, not holding the light. Jabbers surprised will-o-wisp and get first shot. Jabbers critically hit the enemy, and will-o-wisp is dead. Jabbers think he got it? And Gorkar is proud of his tiny lizard friend. More shadow creatures show up, and Gorkar is surrounded by them. Gorkar's friends save him from lots of damage. Rest of party feels filled with strength, and Gorkar is certain he needs to see Merc, so a trip back to Velderheim is in order. And Gorkar just kind of sits there proudly, feeling like he has told some epic story.
The people around are all like nodding, and then you feel a hand on your shoulder, Gorkar, and there is that sudden lurching sensation, and you are suddenly standing in the dark cave-like room with the rest of your allies, just feeling a little bit warmer than usual, just kind of this lingering warmth that you don't understand where it came from. And Mr. Hank and Mr. Vorst are standing there, and all of you are there as well. Hello, everybody. We are now starting the session proper.
Woohoo! Good recap.
Let's kick some ass.
So Mr. Hank and Mr. Vorst
Good.
meet you all, and they just look at you all, and they're like, "Well, it would seem that some of your trainers need to see you." And as you look, you see, you know, your little entourage of people that were there waiting for you. Lofir, Jabbers, Kitch is there, Merc is there, Gorkar, and then Frankie. There is the young acolyte girl with the hood, looking nervously around.
Frankie goes with the acolyte girl, just kind of shrugs.
Yeah. So all of you may move yourselves to your places proper, where you go for your training, and we can cover each person individually. Who are we going for first? I believe Rob already did his last time, so Lofir is not here this time. I forgot about that. So Rob, you're just kind of let out into the city to do whatever you please for the moment.
Okay. You actually want me to like pick something, or do we just gonna say I'm like? what do we
Yeah,
got?
I mean, yeah, you can decide like where and what you want Rob to be. Yeah, Rob's big day off. Rob's day alone in the city. You can go anywhere you want, and we'll have a little scene with your character that covers about the same amount of time as everyone else's training takes.
I will journey off to the Chapel of the Gods.
All right. And who should we do first? Do we want to roll off on it? And Rob's, I believe we're gonna do yours last, just so we do all the training first.
That's fine.
I can't think of a better way to decide unless someone wants to volunteer to go first.
Sure, let's roll.
All right, Gorkar, Jabbers, and Frankie, D20. Highest roll goes first.
I don't think it's going to be me. I rolled a 7.
Oopsies.
13.
Jabbers, you rolled twice?
No.
Oh, no, never mind. I just don't see Frankie's rolls coming up. Never mind. That's okay, though. Don't worry about the plugin, honestly. Jabbers got a 5. Gorkar got a 13.
Yeah, so Gorkar first.
Sounds like it's Gorkar first.
Sounds like it's Gorkin time. So Gorkar, you walk on over to the Warriors Guild with Merc, And what was your choice for this this level up? I believe you just got an ability score increase.
Yep, and they were spent in Constitution and Dexterity.
Oh, dexterity, interesting. So Merc comes to you and she asks you, you know, what kind of things you would like to better about yourself, and you answered some in some format indicating that you felt you could be a little bit more quick, a little bit more able to take it when you get hit. And Merc just
Gorkar want to be better at not getting hit, but also better at being hit when Gorkar get hit.
and Merc has this like cardio, this very rigorous. It would make basic training Blanche levels of physical fitness that are required for this like course that she has you do. But by the end of it, Gorkar, you feel this renewed vigor about your body, and you get your ability score increases as you kind of you hit that threshold in your training. And Merc's just standing there nodding proudly with her arms crossed.
Gorkar doing like the running through the tires kind of thing, side to side, to build his agility up, and then running over and just punching the stack of tires to like make himself more hardy.
Uh-huh.
Merc's like, yes, this is the way, Gorkar.
Oh. And then who's next? Do we want to roll again or just use the original rolls?
How about we just use the order?
All right then. Who is next then? Frankie?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, Frankie. So you are led to the arcane ward by the Hey, armor, you get armor. Wow, Gorkar, you get +1 armor class for the rest of the session. Thank you, Joking Son, for the redeem.
You mean armor gets +1 Gorkar for the rest of the session?
Yes, armor gets +1 Gorkar for the rest of the session. And I cannot change the overlay on the stream, so yeah. Sorry, but yeah. Gorkar now has how much armor class?
16.
16? Oh, glorious. A bugbarian with 16 AC. Ugh. You hate to see it. You love to see it. So Frankie, you're led in, and this time she actually walks you in through a building that's on this side of the arcane ward. And you walk into like the confusing network of hallways and rooms and such. And she leads you to what is eventually, you find yourself standing in front of the office of Ruin, and the doors kind of open a bit, and you hear his voice say, "Ah, Frankie, come on in, come on in."
It
I
should
have-
be noted that this is the first time Frankie is showing up in the Gore outfit.
Mm-hmm. And he continues on saying, "I have heard some rather interesting things since you, and as you enter, his voice stops for a moment, and he goes, since you have left my presence last, that it seems that it has been at least somewhat true. What is, have you had a change of heart, my lad? Perhaps you'd like to, learn some of the more, interesting things that we have to offer here?" He seems like genuinely interested. There's like a few stacks of tomes that are covered in like skulls and bones, and there's some that look like they're steaming with like green energy, and you know he's got a few like dark magical trinkets littered about the table. He
Yes,
seems rather excited.
I think I'm rather overdue for a complete overhaul of what I've got going on here, if that's something you can manage.
He goes, "Oh, I did not think that you were able to be salvaged, but it seems I might be have been." He seems rather flabbergasted by your outfit still, as he like looking you up and down, he's got this kind of. You saw like the lustful twinge in Etsos's eyes. He's got the lustful twinge in his eye too as he looks over your outfit. He's just like, sorry. Yes, I can definitely help you out with that, my good lad.
Frankie just points at his eyes and goes, "Hey, up here, buddy."
Of course. And he smiles coyly. Should we get started with the training? What is it that you were hoping to accomplish in your what is it that you'd like to better about yourself? What did you get? Like an ASI?
Yeah, I got two ASI, or I got an ASI. I bumped my charisma up by 1, and I think my dexterity up by 1 as well. I don't know, it was my con.
Your constitution?
A little bit more health, a little bit more talking.
And with a sorcerer specifically, constitution is more akin to your body's connection to its magical strength.
Yeah, charisma is like that, yeah.
Yeah, well, charisma and constitution, though. Constitution is a sorcerer, like, saving throw, is it not?
It is, yeah.
Yep, so he has a tome that he has open, and this is like kind of like the first time he's been engaged in this process with you. Up till now, it's just been, self-help manuals that were like one-size-fits-all kind of things. But this is the most intuitive, in-depth, direction through meditation that you've ever had in your life up till this point. He's actually a rather good teacher when he wants to be, it seems. And you kind of feel this power within yourself unlock as you gain these stat increases.
I also got some more spell slots and basically completely redid my spell list between in ASI level. I can change one of my cantrips. I can also change my meta magic options. I can also, every level I get, sub out one of my spells, so I took a whole bunch of stuff.
Cool. So, would you like to cover with us what you did? Since, we're interested in hearing about, the new things that your character has going for them.
I would prefer to keep it a surprise.
Okay. Well, whatever kinds of things you've got up your sleeve are parts of the discussion that you have with Ruin that follows the meditation, where he kind of teaches you in some ways how to focus your mind on the act of learning these new spells and kind of refocusing some of your inner magics to kind of reform maybe your meta magic options if you did that. And through that, you gain your new loadout, whatever those spells may be.
I promise that at least 2 of these new options are going to come up.
JC, Frankie, my eyes are up here, Ruin, and they are quite nice eyes.
I never noticed before.
Well, he never looked you in the eye before. This is the first day that he's ever made eye contact with you, that is for sure.
Hooray! Bonding through moral compromise.
Jabbers?
Yes.
Vump. You make your way into the Warren, and what was your choice? You didn't get an ASI this level, did you?
No, Jabber's got a feat this time.
Would you like to cover what that feat is? Or is it a secret?
No, we'll find out soon enough, so why not?
Super secret squirrel stuff.
Jabbers took the sharpshooter feat, which basically means that attacking at long range doesn't impose disadvantage on ranged weapon attack rolls, which my range for my bows were already ridiculous. Now I can just be anywhere, basically. My ranged weapon attacks ignore half cover and 3/4 cover.
Nice.
And before I make an attack with a ranged weapon that I'm proficient with, I can choose to take a -5 penalty to the attack roll and instead add a +10 to the attack's damage.
And you have an effective range of 120 without disadvantage and 300 with disadvantage, right? So that brings your range to an effective 300 ?
Basically.
Let's take a look. Yeah.
But what happens here is he takes you down to a special like room in the Warrens that you hadn't seen previously, Jabbers. It's a humongous cavernous space about the size of what we would understand to be like the interior of a football stadium would be about in size. And he's got like all of these like little dummies set up around this course. And he has you stand behind a line, and he starts like a timer, and you do like drills, shooting at various targets that are like on rails moving and shit. Tink and Dinkle and a number of other kobolds are out there. They've got like little safety vests on so you don't shoot them. But they're down like they're down below cover. It's only like once or twice like one of the kobolds goes running across in view, but they've got this big obvious like safety vest on.
Gotta be prepared.
And through this training, you gained this sharpshooter feat. Because you fully hone your skill in this field.
Yeah. Now really good with the bow.
And Kitch is very proud of you at the end of it all, just standing there. Kitch is not really a bird of many words. So they just got their wings crossed, nodding approvingly.
Jabbers is just like puffing out his chest, like, yeah.
Tink and
I
Dinkle are
did it.
like, strong, good, shooty kobold.
Yeah.
Dinkle, get out of the way! He's gonna shoot you!
Jabbers won't shoot Tink and Dinkle.
Meanwhile, Rob, what are you doing over at the Chapel of the Gods? What is your business, my good sir? Temple, yeah, Chapel of the Gods.
That's a good question. I suppose I am on a self mission to investigate those who have lost their world and whatnot. I never got the chance to talk with them.
Hmm. So what you enter and what you like talk to like the first acolyte you see, or are you looking for somebody in particular?
The first time I was here, there was like a description of like paladins who seemed like down in the dumps per se.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you look
Uh,
around and you can see the people who have like it seems that they've lost their light is the only way to put it.
yeah, I guess I'm just gonna like go talk with them.
Okay. You approach one of them who's like sitting down at a fountain, just looking down in a like he's like looking in a book.
Uh, Greetings. I don't mean to disturb you. Uh, my name is Rob the Pure. I just had a few questions I'd like to ask you.
They look up at you. It is a dark elf, aka a drow, and it is a man. His ears are kind of longish, and he has no hair, and he's wearing kind of somewhat faded gold and black armor. And the book he's holding has some holy symbols on it that you don't recognize. But he kind of clasps it closed and looks up to you, and he says, "May I? Is there something I can assist you with?"
You see, uh, I'm on a personal mission to find a way to stop the worlds from being destroyed, and if I can, bring back those that have been lost.
Well, you are as idealistic as all of us once were. It is good to see that it is not dead out there, but I do not think I have what you are looking for.
Well, what I mean is, I simply wish to understand the feeling one gets when their world is lost. I mean, was there signs? Did you know?
He looks towards the central area, and you can see that like Vrikov, the dwarf cleric, is standing over there, and he's kind of his attention has been caught by you and this conversation, not for like not negatively. He's just noticed you were talking to someone and is watching you kind of, and he looks up at Vrikov and they make eye contact and he said eye contact with each other and he says, as I said, I might not be the right one to talk to about this, but the head cleric, he knows. You could ask him.
All right. Thank you. I didn't mean to bother you. Have
It
a good day.
is. It is all right. May your light keep shining.
And someday yours will as well.
He just shakes his head, in a way that indicates to you that he does not believe that is a possibility, and he just goes back to his book.
Okay. I'm gonna head on over to our head clerk friend.
He comes up to about chest high to you, and he's looking up at you as you approach him, and he says, "Trying to make new friends in the shit, wrong fucking character. Uh, trying to make new friends out there, eh?"
I suppose maybe just get a little information on the things that I'm trying to fight here.
Well, I believe I might be able to help you out some there. From the looks of things, it seemed like quite a serious topic you was looking to ask about. So, I might have you step into my office so we can discuss this.
That sounds good.
You both go into Brikov's office. You see that picture again that's got the girl and there's like a human and another dwarf, and there's like a half orc with a monkey sitting on his shoulder.
Oh, since it's brought to my mind sudden, the woman that you had me bring the stone to, she did seem to remember you,
Hmm.
or even know what the stone was for.
I I I can understand that. It has been a quite a long time, and well, yeah, she might remember. It might jostle her memory at some point. I just hope it comes before before it's done. What can I help you with there, Rob the Pure?
Well, you see, against everyone's words, I wish to find a way to bring the worlds back, but to find something like that, I feel like I must first understand what it means to lose the world. I mean, how does one know that their world is disappearing in the first place?
I see what you're looking for there. I don't think you quite understand what it is that it really means to lose a world. You see, my world is gone, but it lingers in a way, thanks to Lord Veld. That girl you saw is linked to that and all, but that's for another time. Most of us here, I'm sure you've noticed it. The ones that have haven't got no light no more. You know what I mean by that, right?
Dude, the worlds are gone, and so are their gods.
Once your world is gone and your god is dead, you lose your power as a paladin because you derive your power from your god. Well, once something's gone like that, there ain't no bringing it back. This end, it destroys everything that it touches. They call it 0 day. The sky turns orange, and there's no more day or night. It just stays this darkish orange color. And it'll stay that day for maybe a day, maybe 100 days, but sometime in that time, everything about that world falls apart, and it ceases to exist.
Is there something that's supposed to happen after all of this is done?
You're looking for like a purpose to it. I don't think it's quite that simple. There isn't no purpose to it. It just destroys. It's just the end of things. If it happens to everything, then everything ceases to be. And that's just the way it is.
What you're saying is there's no real telling what happens next.
Not at all, my friend, not at all. Here, he opens up a cabinet behind himself and pulls out a very large, but nearly empty, fancy glass of some kind of brandy or scotch or something. You can't really tell. And he says, "This here is the last bit of liquor I got from my home world before everything went to shit. Here, let's have a toast out of here. And why don't you have a drink with me?" Then he pours out 2 little shot glasses and hands you one. By little, it's dwarf little, so it's like maybe the size of 3 regular shot glasses for us.
Okay. It'd be my pleasure to share a drink with you.
And you and him take a shot. And what's up? Sorry.
After we finish taking a shot, I'm gonna turn to him and in like a serious tone. Although the end times is coming and we don't know what happens next, I wish to use that as my glimmer of hope that since we don't know what happens next, that there is a way to bring it all back. That's what's supposed to happen next. A rebirth. That is what we're taught.
Well, perhaps you're right. I can't really say. All I know is I've seen more places disappear than I can remember to count anymore. Soon, you'll learn what that feels like, maybe. I hope not, though. I don't wish that on nobody.
I'm gonna find a way to stop this long before that happens.
Well, if it does ever happen to you, I can say this much. You might lose your power from your god, but you can get it back if you find another god that will support you in the same way. But that will be your decision if it happens.
Rob seems uncomfortable with the thought, but also like accepting at the same time.
He like reaches up, puts his hand on your shoulder, and gives you like a firm nod. I understand how you feel about it, but well, it is what it is, you know. There ain't much we can do about it. Well, Unless you and your friends can do what Lord Veld's been looking for this whole time.
I know we can.
I got faith in you, son. You can do this. You look in his eyes and you feel like I'm not gonna have you roll like any kind of like insight or nothing like that. You look in his eyes and you know that he's lying. He's seen so many people fail at this point that he's jaded, but he's not going to be negative towards you. He doesn't believe that. You see the lack of any hope in his eyes when he says that.
This is to be expected by Rob, and he doesn't let it deter him from his goal any less. This is his origin story, and he is going to be the hero.
So you say your goodbyes to Brickhoff and head out into the city, and find
Indeed.
your friends all gathering back outside the dungeon. I would assume, all prepared for the dungeon at hand. Also, remember that we had a long rest if you didn't take one between sessions. And yeah, you all rendezvous back in front of the dungeon.
Jabber's feeling real good today.
Yeah, me too, weirdly enough.
Gorkar hoped Jabber's better at hitting things today.
I
Jaggers
also
don't
feel
too.
better. Let's go find a way to save everyone.
Sure, yeah. Let's do that. That's what we're doing.
You can tell that Rob is feeling more hopeful today.
Mm-hmm.
To the dungeon!
Do the dungle.
To the dung hole? Oh god. Are we missing a... Oh no, it's just that Frankie didn't get blunked over there. Okay. So you all head back down into the cavernous region below. The Minotaur guards, the muscular Minotaur guards, the sexy muscular Minotaur guards, I'm gonna stop, are outside. They just let you by as you head down. And Mr. Hank and Mr. Vorst are like sitting at a table. They're playing what we would understand to be a game much like Monopoly. They both look up as you come down and
Does
nod.
the money look even more ridiculous than the Veld bucks?
They're using actual US dollar currency.
Strange manner of currency is that.
They just shrug.
All the bills are same size. How Gorkar supposed to tell what one cost?
And they're all the same color, too. This is wildly inefficient.
Are
Who's
you ready
that?
to get back down into the dungeon?
They look old.
Yep, no time like the present. Let's get to it.
You all head into the little sarcophagus thing. As Skeek goes to follow you in, Mr. Hank and Mr. Vorst like step in his way and go, "You are not allowed back below." And he just goes, "Oh no."
Gorkar kind of turns and says, "What Hank and Force do with Skeek while Gorkar is away?"
They look at you very seriously and say, "Make him play this with us." And Skeek goes, "No!"
He is definitely going to lose.
Oh, my
Gorkar's head kind of tilts to the side. He looks at Hank and Force and go, "This not sound terrible. Even if Skeek terrible at game, Skeek be fine."
No! No make Skeek play game! Skeek bad at games!
Skeek rather not play game, but rather go back into place that bad that Skeek want out of?
He looks at you for a moment. You see, like, the gears turning as he works that through his mind, and he looks back up at Mr. Hank and Mr. Forrest and goes, "Actually, game not sound so bad." And he, like, sits down. Deal the end.
Jabbers no think so.
Gorkar just kind of laughs to himself and says, "Skeek be fine. Gorkar come back for a little goblin when Gorkar is done."
Skeek's like looking at the rule sheet. It's being held upside down, and he's got it like the covers facing him. And he's just going, "Skeek did not know these rules." And Mr. Hank and Mr. Vorse are already like very surprisingly very patiently like, "This is how it goes." Blah blah. Like they're like explaining the rules to him as you all like pop through the teleporter into the little room in
Frankie
the
would have no way
in the
of
thing.
knowing this, but I wanted to be able to just shout, "Remember to buy all the light blues."
And
Slumlord gang.
you all find yourselves in the room in the dungeon again.
Well, those vines should have moved by now. Shall we away?
Dude,
Gorkar think it's time to push further into dungeon.
Let's do this.
Every time you guys move, it refreshes my thing that I'm trying to do, which is Harpy's fault, not your fault. But I'm just sitting here like, do what I want you to do, board thing. Sure as shit.
I want to be.
Jabbers, are you able to move yourself? I just want to make sure you can, because I don't think I... Okay, never mind. Cool. Making sure Harpy's not broken, not jabbing you for anything in particular.
alrighty.
So, sure as shit, the vines have cleared away. Let me see if I remember the controls for this. Is it control click? It is. So we're going to go like this, and then like this. I don't know why, because this music in this area does not at all represent anything like the place I'm about to reference. But, like, why does this feel very much like that forest that you crash in Final Fantasy IX near the beginning of the game?
Because there's lots of piano motifs, which is sort of the thing
And
for
the-
Final Fantasy.
And just this overarching sense of dread.
So, you look ahead and you just see piles of bones filling this space through this, like, little hallway of trees.
Oh wow, look, an overarching sense of dread.
Good.
Everybody else thinks that's a bad thing, right?
Yeah.
Gorkar not very happy with this scenario.
I'm gonna wait.
Should we have Jabbers reconnaissance the area again, or are we just gonna go
That or
charging in?
I was gonna sense the area.
Gorkar good at sneaking.
Gorkar and Jabbers.
Gorkar's always so offended. Gorkar good at sneaking! How dare!
Forgive
Giant
me for
bugbear is
wanting
like-
to pawn the reconnaissance onto the rogue.
Gorkar looking over like, how dare you think just because Gorkar large mean Gorkar not good at sneaking?
Gorkar's not even thinking about the rogue thing. Oh, right. Dungeon ambiance. Ahem. My bad.
So sneaking or recharging in there?
While they're sneaking, I'm also like behind them, gonna use divine sense and just like get a whole feeling of like 60 feet out in front of me.
So should I roll a stealth before I move my token?
I wouldn't worry about it too much. I mean, I know it's kind of giving away a bit, but like, nothing is gonna happen until you're all in the room anyway. So you sneak forward, and you don't see or sense anything. Rob, you just get this very like, okay, the wording of it is that you can sense that things are nearby, not the direction of them, just that you know that they're somewhere nearby. Gorkar, why are you see-through?
Why is Gorkar see-through?
I don't know.
He's not for me.
Okay,
I'm gonna whisper to
let me just
Gorkar
refresh myself then.
and Jabbers that there is most certainly something here. Be careful.
Wait. Wait, okay, so you it says that you can just sense that it's nearby, not the direction or anything like that, right?
It says, as an action, you can detect good and evil. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the hollow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. You can
Okay,
use this
well
feature 4
then
times.
you look forward and just the ground before you, like all of the bones light up.
Oh, okay. So all of this place is just bad juju.
Yeah, like the entire floor lights up as far as your effect goes.
So I get a very, very bad feeling from this place, as if every bone here is still alive.
So what you're saying is many things for Gorkar to smash.
Uh,
Gorkar's like, I don't see the problem here.
Hulk meme. I see this as an absolute win.
Oh.
Typical sigh. I suppose, Gorkar, yes.
So, undead then, my lord?
Very undead.
Gorkar have just the weapon for this.
Alright then. I guess I will do the honors. I am going to take a step into the room.
You step into the room. Nothing
These
happens.
things are gonna. Oh, I was gonna say this thing. All these bones are gonna grab my feet. Can I like bones at my feet and stuff?
Yeah, you're like crunching through bones, kicking them to the side so you don't like, or you're stepping on them purposefully. Either way, it doesn't matter. You're kicking through the bones.
All right. I'm gonna take it up a notch. Come out, foul creatures! I can sense your presence here.
Rob just like fucking Russian stomping through the bones.
You mean like the Cossack thing where you bend at the knees and kick your legs out?
Yeah. So, Gorkar, I guess you're what, here? And Frankie, you're here. Jabbers, you're here. Rob, you're here. As soon as you all like exit the space immediately behind you, the hallway fills with vines once again. Shunk. And there is a terrible sound from all around you as these creatures that your brain understands to be called Knoll Witherlings form up out of the bones all around the room. And we are safe for an initiative roll, as it looks like they are rather hungry and ready for a fight.
Ick.
18.
Yep. And remember, I got your initiative automatically in here, so it's all good. So we've got everyone on the board. And Rob the Pure, you are first on the
Excellent.
board.
Hold on. 1, 8. Alright, we're just gonna get our hands dirty here. 5, 10, 15, 20. What's up, boy? Gonna get the old clappity clap. Oh no. Oh, okay. 11.
11 against this guy is not a hit.
Oh boy. Well, that on my turn.
I almost forgot to ABC them. Hold on. Alright, good. Being able to quickly put notes on things in Harpy is just... I just cannot understate how important that is to be able to do that easily. Gorkar, you're up.
Gorkar is ready. So we're going 5, 10, 5, 10, 15? Yeah, that's all I need to move. Okay. Okay, so we're going to land here. And we're going to attack with the Vicious Warhammer. Actually, first we're going to rage.
Aha.
And then we are going to attack with the Vicious Warhammer recklessly.
Reckless attack.
Yikes, that's not good. Does a 12 hit?
12 hits. Wow, you just learned their AC.
Let's
That's
go!
some doo-doo right there.
And that's a two-handed bludgeoning attack, so 1d10 plus. Okay, 6 plus 3 is 9, plus 2 for rage damage is 11, 1d6 plus 1. So let me roll that.
And which one are you attacking? The one north of you or the one to the east of you?
11 plus 4 is 15, and that is going to be the one. Let me check. Yeah, to the north.
Because you haven't changed your facing at all, so that's why I don't know where you're facing. The one that's north of
yes,
you?
to the north.
Okay, okay, that's F. Okay, so you did how much damage?
Wait, hold on. Let me do the math again. 15.
Alright, Gorkar. You absolutely splatter this thing as its bones go flying every direction.
Yeah, ha ha! That is Gorkar's turn.
I'll rotate you, you son of a bitch.
Actually, hold on.
Don't you have two attacks?
Gorkar again.
Don't you have 2 attacks? No?
Oh yeah, that's right. No, I get that at 5th level. Sorry.
Okay.
Samesies.
But Gorkar is gonna move.
Okay.
To keep Rob from getting flanked.
Okie dokie.
Good looking at.
Is that it for Gorkar?
That will be Gorkar's turn.
Jabbers, you're up.
Okay.
Both the tanks are in the middle.
Yep, that
Hoping they'd rush us.
we'll see, we'll see. So he's gonna pull out the crossbow. Watch out, Brink! And he's gonna take a aim at the one right in front of us. The closest one.
Uh-huh. C.
Alright. Using... What is it? Where is it? Where is the darn thing? Using my steady aim as a bonus action, and to give myself advantage.
Oh, you know what? One moment. I'm sorry. Because 5, 10, 15. Yep. All right. So, on Gorkar's turn, as a reaction, Noel E, who is one space next to Rob, is going to use its reaction to Vengeful Strike him. In response to a Noel being reduced to 0 hit points within 30 feet of him, he may make an attack against... Okay, so he makes an attack. He sees his buddy, like, get reduced to 0 and explode in bones, and is like, ah! And, like, swings his spiked club at Rob. That's a
method.
That's a 14 to miss you, Rob. Jabbers, you may continue your turn.
Right. Again, crossbow, steady aim as a bonus action, giving myself advantage on the attack. I'm also going to use my brand new sharpshooter feat to take -5 from the attack roll. So let's give a try to this. Rolling with advantage. (18 minus 5 is 13.
18 minus 5. Oh, I see, I see. You didn't get a natural 20 in there?
Nope, both were 13s.
Oh, that's it. Okay, cool beans. You said a 13, that's a hit.
Yeah! So I'm gonna get plus 10 damage on this hit.
And you got
Jesus Christ.
you got advantage, so you get your sneak attack.
Correct.
This thing's dead.
This thing is dead.
So 20 plus
Oh my god.
another 10, 30 damage.
It's already dead!
It's already dead.
You want to do 3 more damage to it, so you do 3 times its hit points? Alright, C explodes in a shower of bones.
And that's Jabbers. He's gonna stay here and hold the line with Frank.
Alright, it is the Gnolls' turns. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15, 20. Blah. 5, 10, 15, 20. And 5, 10, 15. Oh, okay, good. I almost thought I was gonna have to refresh because it got stuck to my... Oh, fuck's sake. No! Let go. Ah, damn it, I have to refresh.
Bad harpy.
Yeah, bad Harpy! It got
Bad
stuck...
Harvey, no.
Yeah, it got stuck to my goddamn cursor. Okay, there we go. So they all move in. And now they're going to make their attacks. So the one that's next to Jabbers is going to make is going to try to bite him. That's a 19 to hit Jabbers.
Yep, that hits.
Jabbers, that is 6 necrotic damage.
Owie, ow.
And he attacks you again. An 8.
Oh,
No
2
good.
attacks.
Frankie, 2 bite attacks coming your way. That's a 21.
Yeah, that's a hit.
6 necrotic damage against you. And then a 14 to hit.
Yep.
And that is another 4 necrotic damage to you. Now, there are 2 attacking Rob. These are
Come at
bites
me.
as well. That is an 8. That is a 9.
Ah!
That is a 13. And a 16.
Ah!
So these things are like gnashing their teeth at you, and they just like they're biting your armor. They're putting little dents in it. You can see little like puddles of black energy being left, but it hasn't like it hasn't cut through yet. It hasn't got you.
You shall
Gorkar,
not feast upon
did
my
you-
flesh-foul beasts?
did you reckless attack Gorkar?
Gorkar did. Gorkar is not afraid.
All right. Gorkar, that is a 17 to hit.
Oh no, that is a hit.
And you take 5 necrotic damage.
That is unnullified. Let's go.
Yeah. And that is a dirty 20 to hit.
That's a hit.
So
Tell me
you-
more.
So you take 3 more necrotic damage. Now the second one. Does a 23 hit Gorkar?
Nah.
3 necrotic damage to you. And then a 22 to hit Gorkar.
Also a clear miss.
And 5 necrotic damage. They're like,
Gorkar
just
is
biting
still
away.
winded.
Yep.
Gorkar is still winded.
So they're just gnashing and biting the shit out of you, and it hurts, but you know you're doing all right. Frankie, you're up.
Gorkar cackles in their face.
So, despite having just taken a huge hit, you see Frankie just look down at Jabbers with like this big grin on his face, with like an almost slightly insane quality to it. And he just goes, "Hey Jabbers, you want to know what it feels like to be a big dragon?" And then he is going to cast Dragon's Breath on Jabbers.
Oh, what? I have no idea what this do.
No, don't roll the damage, fuck's sake. You feel your body surge with the essence of a golden dragon. And now on
Wow.
your turn, as an action, you have a 15-foot cone breath weapon of fire damage.
Whoa. Oh.
And then Frankie, because that spell, baller as it is a fucking bonus action,
Oh my god.
casts Mirror Image.
And now there are 4 Frankies.
Ah!
No.
And all 4 of them have this sort of sickening, insane grin on their face. And that is Frankie's turn.
Frankie scary. Rob, you're up.
Alright. Alright, I'm gonna attack the one on the right of me. One of the ones attacking Gorkar.
Uh-huh.
Does a 23 hit?
Yes, it does.
$10 points of damage.
Would you like to do anything to add to that?
A smite, perhaps?
I don't know if I want to waste the spell slot. Just yet. Alright.
Yes,
fuck
you
it,
do.
yeah. Alright, I will. For my friend. I will waste the spell slot. I'll smite his ass. For another, Oh, he's undead, right?
He is.
Alright, he's getting 3d8 damage. Take another 15 points to damage.
Well, as it would be, the reason why I asked is because he would have been on death's door otherwise. So he goes
Well-
from 1 hit point to Cursploded. All the bones just scatter and like dissipate in a gold radiance.
Go the other one.
And
The one attacking
when-
Gorkar.
And when that was the one attacking Gorkar, my friend.
Oh, I see. Never mind. Okay, I see.
Yes.
I see. Never mind.
And as it explodes, there is a roar from all 5 of the remaining Null Witherlings, and they're each going to use their reaction to use a vengeful strike.
Can that be?
Jabbers, 16 to hit.
That's a hit.
That is 6 more necrotic damage to you.
Oy.
Frankie, can you roll a d20 to see if it hits one of your mirror images? That is a 15 to hit, which I think hits one of them. If it would hit one of them, it is a hit.
Poof goes an image.
Poof goes an image. Gorkar, 17 to hit. Oh wait, I gotta roll it at advantage. Sorry. 22 to hit.
Yeah.
That is 6 necrotic damage to Gorkar. And then Rob, there's 2 coming for you.
Sorry,
So
everybody.
that would be 19 to hit Rob.
That does hit me.
And you-
Gorkar is still winded, by the way.
And you feel one finally get its teeth through your armor, and you take 5 necrotic damage. And the
Jeez.
second to hit is 10.
No.
All right. Anything else from Rob? I mean, that was
the
gonna. You
reaction.
have to kill them. That was all of their reactions
know.
too, though. Which
I
also
still
means,
feel bad.
they don't have a reaction to make an opportunity attack. Not that it matters, because they basically did.
But that also means I can move away from them.
It does.
Interesting.
That's coward talk. You're in the middle of a fight.
No, it's me coming over to kill the one that's on YouTube, so you don't take any more time ours.
I think Frankie's got himself pretty good.
Yeah, I'm chill.
I'm just alright. You know what? Excuse me for caring.
Hey, Rob's gonna run over. I'm here to save you. Frankie and Jabbers destroy the 2 in front of them. My hero.
You know what? One does the best he can do.
Sorry, that's directly referencing Darkness Rising. The Gamers 2, Darkness Rising. Fucking love that movie. It's on YouTube. Look it up. It's amazing.
Shout out to my boys from Tacoma.
So, anything else from Rob? Robbie boy?
That was your reaction.
Yes, Joking Son. Darkness Rising. Yeah, that was the reaction after you killing one. So, is there anything else? It's your turn.
No. That is all from.
All right, it is Gorkar's turn. It's Gorkin time.
That one that I just pinged,
You got it.
we're gonna smack the shit out of it.
I'm here to save you, my hero! As she kills everything around them. Oh my god, that's such a good fucking movie. It's so corny, like, it's you can tell it's kind of a low budget, but it's an amateur movie, and it's better than a lot of movies out there.
You just
That's a natural 20.
Alright,
Sir.
Gorkar, I mean, we don't even need to roll damage, because we know how much hit points they have, but go for it anyway, big numbers, go brrrr.
Yay.
Noel Witherling,
Alright, so
H.
just roll the clear, right?
Yeah, roll the
So
clear.
Let me roll the actual.
And Noel Witherling H is just exploded in like a shock of energy, like that breaks the sound barrier.
Okay, so
approaching
10,
sound barrier.
10 plus 4 plus 2 is 16. Plus 1d6 plus 1.
Oh my god. Plus numbers.
All I hear is kaplow.
Plus 7. So 16 plus 7 is 23 damage.
Alright, you doubled their hit points. It explodes. Anything else from Gorkar?
That's it.
Still, that's the second highest damage number for this session. Because sneak attack is, Jabbers, I believe you're up.
Oh, wait. Plus
Oh.
7. I'm so sorry. Plus 7.
Oh yeah, brutal critical, or brutal weapon.
Yeah. So that's 26 plus 7, if I'm correct. So 33.
So that would actually be the highest damage this session. Or is that a tie for it? Oh no, it's higher. Like I said, three more damage more, and it would have been triple the damage. So yeah, you just did 3 times the amount of damage needed to kill one of these fucking things, Gorkar. Congratulations.
Yes, let's go.
Take it dead.
Take a dab, my friend. Jabbers is up. They don't have a reaction since they already used it, so, you know, they can't do that vengeful strike again. Hey, Jabbers, are you there?
Yes, Frankie, tell me about this breath weapon.
Oh, you got a 15-foot cone of fire damage, my man.
If you can hit like
Cool,
one of them
so-
with it.
Well, does that hit friendlies?
Yes.
I believe it does, yes, but don't worry about me. I took this spell specifically so that we could fuck shit up in a group like this.
Can't you? I mean, don't you still
No,
get
I can
hit
either.
if you get hit by a like area spell like that? You still have to saving throw.
Well, what I'm thinking is, Jabbers moves 5, 10, 15, and since they don't get opportunity attack
Mhm.
because they use their reaction,
Oh, yep. You would get
I
all.
come
You would get
here.
2 of them. Yes, without hitting Frankie.
yeah.
So they need to make dex saving throws against my spell DC.
Which is
16.
that's a 2 and an 11.
Alright, so that's 3d6 fire damage there, big guy.
Yeah, Jabbers just kind of stomps around this guy and puffs up his chest and feels the fire. 3d6.
Yep.
We didn't start the fire. Jabbers!
I took this spell specifically for this moment with you, Jabbers.
Oh no! Only
They,
5.
they both take
only-
5 damage.
It's like a tiny reptar.
B and okay, so that's A and B take 5 damage.
Yeah.
So they're both winded.
And was that an action or bonus action?
It's an action, fortunately.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
Jabbers just like,
Well,
aw,
it does-
man.
It is a little less impressive coming from a tiny kobold, but he does feel powerful.
We'll chalk it up to you
You
not
should.
being quite used to channeling that amount of power yet.
Yeah. And I guess 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can use dash as a bonus action. And I could probably get all the way over here's.
Jesus.
Nice. It is.
That'll be good.
It is now the Gnolls' turns. All 4 of them. These 2 are gonna gang up on Frankie as much as they can. These 2 are gonna be hitting Rob. So Rob, they are biting you again. That is
Which one?
a 13, a 6, a 9, nice, and a 15. Frankie, can you roll for duplicate or for mirror image?
I'm double checking what I need to roll, and one of them's gone. 8. It's a duplicate.
Duplicate goes poof. Second attack. 19.
Also a duplicate.
Duplicate goes poof. So that's all 3 of your duplicates. And the second one that doesn't have anything in his way. 14 to hit, Frankie.
That's a hit.
Damn. 6 necrotic damage.
That's a bloodied Frankie.
And 15 the hit.
Yep.
3 necrotic damage. Max and min. Exactly average damage towards Frankie this round. From one guy. And that's it. It's Frankie's turn, who is bloodied.
Okay. Frankie is going to touch himself on the chest and give himself Dragon's Breath.
Giggity.
And again, it is rolling like I'm
Alright.
ask it to. And then we're gonna provoke, but I'm gonna do it anyway. so
Anytime
roll those two
somebody
dice
says
with
something that's vaguely innuendo, I need to have a button that displays Quagmire on the screen and he goes, alright.
Give me 2 attacks of opportunity, please.
They do. Yeah, sure. They
It
do
was
do
just their
that.
turn, so they
I
have their
know.
reaction again.
They do have their reaction. I was deciding if they wanted to do that or not, and they do. So that is a 22.
Yep.
So 6 necrotic damage
Okay.
and 21.
Yep.
Frankie, no.
Again, 3 necrotic damage, max and min.
Still up.
Ah.
Oh my god, Frankie. You're really
Going on over
pushing
there?
it.
Going to move here, and I need them to give me dex saving throws.
Really making us worried about you. You can do that every round?
It's a bonus action, so I can then use my action to cast it.
Oh, Frankie
Hello?
is staggered, by the way.
I need them to give me
Oh, I
dex
figured.
saving throws, please.
Okay, the first one is a 15, and the second one is a dirty 1.
Oh boy. Okay. So that's gonna be.
Is that a double fail?
That is 10 fire damage to both of them.
They both are like, "Bah," as they die.
Some calculations here. 1.
Also give me a moment, please, because the 2 next to Rob are going to use their reaction to make a vengeful strike against him.
Matt D.
Rob, that is a 18 to hit
That's a miss.
and an 18 to hit.
That is a miss.
And Frankie is going to.
Ah!
Sorry.
Hey, Frankie, we're gonna use a healing potion on you, so give me a moment. Thank you, Socrates, for the redeem.
Yo,
A
thanks for
healing-
rates.
A healing potion comes flying out of the sky and cracks against your head, and it would hurt, but you are splashed with healing energy, and instead you gain 5 hit points. It literally, like, a glass vial literally comes flying out of the sky and cracks against your skull.
Take 1 damage for the crack.
Nope. I mean, technically, yes. Technically, it's the damage plus 1, or it's the healing plus 1. Crack! Ow! Ooh.
And then Frankie is going to use the rest of his move to finish his turn there. And that's it. Thank you again, Socrates. Really could use it.
Yeah, thank you, Socrates, for the redeem. And Rob the Pure, it is your turn.
Okay. Attacking the other one that is also within Gorkar's reach. No! I rolled an 11. I miss.
An 11 misses.
Yeah. So, I'm done.
Aw. Interesting. I cannot send things from my phone chat. That's fine. Whatever. I don't need to. That means it is Gorkin time. Gotcha, Gorkar.
This one. Yes.
Gorkar, if you hit, this is a critical. Thank you, Socrates, for the redeem.
Nice.
Socrates coming in for the fucking clutch today.
So we're gonna non-reckless attack.
Uh-huh. Hurrah!
That's a 21.
Alright, then roll for a critical hit. And remember that with this critical, you have to roll all the dice like a regular rules is written critical. Which I think you can right-click your... I don't know.
Yep, that's 17 as the base damage, plus
Yeah.
2 for rage damage. So 19 plus 7.
It's
for
already
the
dead!
vicious weapon is a 26 plus 1d6 plus 1.
Well, don't you only get vicious weapon if you get a natural 20 on your attack? Or does it say when you get a critical?
When you get a critical is what it says.
Ah, cool beans. Because we
Yep,
would
so
we would
that's
take that
26
language.
Plus 6 is 32.
Gorkar has done the first and second highest damage this combat. Jesus Christ. Jabbers is sitting there like, the fuck? I thought I had the sneak attack. Barbarians with the out of control damage.
Gorkar get a surprise round. I get another 2d6 with the surprise round.
Oh my god. Is that it from Gorkar?
Yep, that's it.
Jabbers, you're up.
All right. So, yeah, Jabber sees the very good use of the fire breath weapon. He's just kind of applauding, yay! He was gonna take the shot and help Frankie out, but switch targets now. There's only one left.
Mm-hmm.
So bonus action, steady aim, to give myself advantage. And here goes the crossbow. Oh, and we're gonna take 5 away from our roll. Okay, so 5 from 19, 14. Is that a hit?
Mm-hmm. That's a hit.
All right.
14. Yep, 14 is a hit.
So 4 plus 1d8. 4 plus 10. 14 plus sneak attack. 14 plus 7. So that's like 22? 21? Okay.
There is a
21
shower of bones as it explodes and dies. And you all are left in the silence of the dungeon.
Whoa!
Good work, everyone.
Yeah.
You do note that the vines behind you do not open back up, though. You see a pathway forward on the northwestern end of the room.
Wonder what that's about.
Also, experience points for the encounter entitled Close to the End
Yay.
is 100 each.
Woo!
Hey, Jabbers, how'd you like that new spell?
Got it.
That was really cool!
I was thinking about it, and Ruin and I were talking about it, and I immediately thought of you.
Yes. Jabber spell, powerful. Like old shiny one.
I thought you might like that.
Jabbers like it very much. Jabbers approve of magic. Anyway,
Yep. Only one place to go now, huh?
looks like it.
I am setting up something over here on the side so y'all can like talk a little bit longer if you would like.
Don't forget to take your short rests if you're missing any hit points, lads.
Yeah, well, you should hit the short rest button anyway because some things reset.
I'm gonna hang on to those hit dice.
I mostly just needed my spell slots back.
About to go into near the end, so... Well, we were near the end, so now we're even nearer the end.
Yeah,
We're in
and
the end game now.
with the update to your character levels, that went from being a hard encounter to a medium encounter. And the final
I thought
boss
you said
encounter...
deadly to hard.
No, I think that's the one we're about to enter.
The one you're about to enter went from deadly to hard.
Okay, then I'm gonna use 5 of my lay of hand points to bring me back to full.
However, to compensate for that, but also because this is how bosses work in dungeons anyway, is boss monsters will always have their hit points maxed instead of averaged. Most monsters have their average hit points, which is the suggested amount that they should have, but bosses have just the absolute maximum allowed according to what their hit dice are. So while it is a hard with maximum amount of hit points allowed.
Well,
You all ready?
Gorkar is maximum hit points again, so
Woohoo!
there is that.
So is Frankie.
So is Jabbers.
I am also at max.
Are we gonna wreck it?
Let's go, Ralph.
I mean, you are the barbarian of the party, so therefore the closest spiritually to Wreck-It Ralph.
Alright, and since this is the last room, I'm just going to clear all of the fog from the table.
I'm on a Gorkar.
There we go.
There's another T-shirt that'll probably get us sued by Disney.
Oh god. So
Gorkar.
this room that you're walking into has little piles of bones here and there, and there's like a thick green moss. It's not like sludgy or anything. You still get like a regular grip. It's not rough terrain. But the ground is just covered by this strange green moss everywhere. It's growing on the bones and on the forest floor. And you hear kind of like a growling sound on the far end.
Before I walk in, I'm going to channel my energies and put Sacred Weapon on my weapon, which gives me a +3 to attack rolls. Also, it emits a bright light and within 20 feet, and a dim light 20 feet beyond that, if that matters.
Ugh, damn token sticking to my fucking mouse.
Alrighty. Are we ready for this?
Yep, it looks. You go.
Jabbers is
In,
ready as Jabbers think he gonna be.
While we're doing this, can I do a nature check on the moss?
Sure.
17.
Yeah, it's a kind of well, it's a grave moss. It's the kind of moss that you would typically find in a place with a lot of graves.
This is grave moss. It grew on the headstones in the cemetery in Red Lake.
No more dead things.
Don't worry. I am prepared.
It does seem to be something of a theme of this place.
I've been trained to conquer all of these creatures.
Jabbers, as you take your like last step forward to where you're standing right now, there's like a sound as the forest kind of closes up behind you. Kind of similar in nature to the way that it did in the previous room, where the way back is now blocked.
Well, we're in it now.
I've come to slay this foul beast. There's no need to run.
And you all look as you like walk forward. You see this lump of a creature with stalks with these blind white eyes in it, and yeah, 5, 10, 15. Okay, yep. So it's sleeping at the moment, and I know how close you can get before you wake it up.
Okay. What we do?
What do you mean what we do, Jabbers? You do what Jabbers does best.
Shoot.
Shoot.
Okay.
I believe
Gorkar think it's time to shoot.
we're in
thinks
an
so.
advantageous position enough for that.
All right. Let me. What's the key for? I don't remember. Here it is. Okay, so probably closest I can get without to eye line of sight without.
Oh, it's too early for that music.
So Jabbers can probably get about.
As long
What's
as you
the-
can barely see it, you ignore the 3/4 cover thing, remember? So as long as you can see a clip of its base, you got a good shot.
So probably, somewhere around right here.
All right.
Or even
So
right here.
we can roll an initiative to get the sneak attack round,
Alright.
because you all making noise might wake it up, but that's what a surprise round is for.
Right. Okay.
So let's get some initiatives rolled, everybody. And welcome to the final boss. As you all look at it and you see in your mind, you understand this thing to be a beholder zombie.
That's a 14.
it's
Do
on
I
deck.
get any sort of advantage because of a sneak attack round?
This is a
Not on
surprise
initiative.
round. You don't get advantage on initiative, no, but surprise round means you get whatever surprise round stuff that you would get if you're able to.
Aha, gotcha. Well, that's a 14.
All right, Jabbers. So let me see. So Frankie, it would be your turn first. Is there any action you'd like to hold or anything like that?
I'm not holding. Frankie is going to, again, crack that grin and put both his hands out as I use one of my sorcery points to cast a twinned spell and touch both Rob and Gorkar on the back and give them Dragon's Breath.
Ah. All right, now hold on a sec,
And-
because I actually have to figure out this thing's hit points real quick since I have to manually set it. But you can go ahead. Sorry.
That was it, yeah. Cast Dragon's Breath on both Gorkar and Rob and goes, let him have it,
Yeah.
boys.
Now I can use this as a bonus action.
It does take your action.
Gorkar roars and is like,
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm
Don't do that.
definitely it. Yeah, Gorkar did that.
Oh, no.
Anything from Gorkar aside from roaring very loudly for the sneak attack?
Gorkar is going to attack with his vicious hammer recklessly, unless I get advantage for sneak attacking or for surprise attacking rather.
I think he's like more than triple
Yeah.
your walk speed away from you right now.
Yeah.
You gotta get over to him.
You're like really far away.
right.
You should look at the map, Gorkar. You guys are trying to sneak up on it, and you're roaring from halfway or from
I think
completely
we should
across the
hold-
map.
Okay, so
I think we should
Gorkar is
hold our
not going to
actions.
roar, and Gorkar is going to sneak forward.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 8, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So Gorkar is going to stick to the tree line and see if he can't roll a stealth roll to maintain his invisibility.
Okay.
That's a 15.
Alrighty. Anything from Rob?
Hey, I'm gonna let Jabbers do his thing. So
Oh, but also 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Ooh, Gorkar, you're so lucky.
I don't really have any ranged weapons per se, and he's way too far for a javelin. So I'm going to sit and wait. And like the second Jabbers lets off his arrow, I'm gonna sprint like my 30 feet toward him.
All right. You're gonna move. You're gonna use your action to move as a held action. Gotcha.
Yes.
Nobody got too close to it, so it snores. Jabbers, you have advantage on your attack roll.
Lovely, and I don't even have to spend a thing. Knocking up a bolt for a 15 to hit. I did not use my sharpshooter this time.
A 15 is a hit.
Cool.
So there is like the sound of the bolt, the arrow striking true, as it sinks into the flesh of the sleeping creature, and all of the eye stalks writhe upwards as it roars angrily. And how much damage are you doing, Jabbers?
We are doing 15.
With your sneak attack?
Yes, that's with sneak attack.
Oh, okay, 15 damage. Yeah,
Yeah, I
okay.
didn't. I didn't use the sharpshooter this time.
Gotcha, gotcha. Is that it for Jabbas?
What did I do with a bonus action? I think I'm gonna try and take a hide action for my cunning action
Okie
as a
dokie.
bonus. Let me roll a stealth. Only a 10.
Okie dokie.
Alright, that's it.
So, just so you know, this is the starting line. As an inky blackness, I rolled a d4. As an inky blackness, 5, 10, 15, 20 starts filling the space slowly from behind you. It fills in 20 feet. It's that writhing, disgusting blackness with the eyes, like morphing in and out of view from it, and you can hear like slurping sounds from it. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Jabbers and Frankie both being exactly 30 feet away from it, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yep, you're both just in range. Both of you make charisma saving throws, please.
21.
All right.
Poor Jabbers.
Jabbers, you are under the fear condition, the source being the blackness. There is an extra condition set upon this fear, and it's that if the blackness moves closer to you than your current distance, you move forward automatically to maintain the distance between you and it. And if you cannot move, you will take bludgeoning damage. You can reroll your save at the end of your turn. Righty-ho? Oh yeah, and that's only within a range of 30 feet. So if you're more than 30 feet away from it, then this effect doesn't affect you. It's only when it gets within 30 feet of you, you will always move to maintain at least 30 feet between you and the blackness. Roger Dodger?
Roger that.
Alright, Frankie, it's your turn.
Okay, Frankie's got to go 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh, and that was for Jabbers,
30.
who failed
Here.
the save. I haven't heard Jabbers say anything.
Oh, sorry. Yep, that okie dokie. Great. I'm just cursing myself.
Ah.
This is the same shit.
Frankie is going to pop a guiding bolt. That is that is a 26 to hit.
Yep.
And this guy is gonna take 9 radiant damage.
He takes 9 radiant damage.
And the next person who makes an attack against it has advantage.
Also, Rob, did you move? Oh, you did move. Okay, cool beans. Never mind.
So that is it for Franco.
All right, Gorkar.
Gorkar is going to, I guess, runneth up. Gorkar cannot really get into range, but he is going to run up all the same.
Could you? Yeah, can you if you double move, or are you just gonna throw something? Make sure you're in the middle of a. Okay, never mind. You're already on it. Don't mind me.
Yeah, that should be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 for a javelin.
Ooh.
You have advantage if you make an attack roll against him.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. So Gorkar is going to pitch a javelin at this fucker.
Are you raging?
Yes, absolutely. And Reckless is only on an attack roll, not on a melee attack roll, right?
You have advantage
already
from Francis. I wouldn't worry about
yeah,
it.
that's right. I don't have to worry about Reckless. All right, so here we go with the javelin.
A thrown weapon is still a strength attack, is why I asked, because it means you can still add your strength bonus from your barbarian.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's a 12.
A 12 is not a hit.
That is all for Gorkar. Gorkar stands there and goes, "Mah!"
Rob, you're
and
up.
is angry.
Alrighty. I guess I will do similar, except 5, 10, 15, 20.
Except
25,
hopefully hit.
30. Yeah. Here we go. With the natural 20.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Rolling to clear. I think I did it the right way. Yes. Take 9 points.
Plus?
I just said it. No, that's it. It's just a javelin. I don't have any pluses.
Yeah, but you did a critical, didn't you?
I hit crit roll on D&D Beyond. and
Nope,
had roll.
you don't. You don't use the crit roll. Remember,
roll.
you do the max dice thing.
Okay.
You do a regular roll and add max dice.
Crit roll is only for chat redemptions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like, I rolled 4 plus whatever max damage would be.
6, so 10 damage.
Yeah,
Mhm.
10.
All right,
Okay, I
10
get it.
damage. Boom. Anything else, Rob?
No, that's all I can do.
Ooh, that's the worst thing it could have rolled straight up. Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Rob,
Yeah.
can you make a dexterity saving throw for me, please, sir?
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh my god, yes! 22! I rolled another 20.
All right.
okay.
So, there is a sickly green ray that bursts forth from this creature, and you don't know what it is, but you don't want nothing to do with it, and you dodge to the side, and like one of the trees but that's behind you next to Frankie is absolutely disintegrated. Because you just, let me tell you how much damage you just dodged. 38. You
I
just
would've survived, but not well.
You just dodged 38 damage. As it's like "Bleh!"
Also, ignore
And-
that, whatever that was.
and it is going to fly forward 5,
Uh-oh, I just
10,
keep doing that.
15. Wait, it was here. 5, 10, 15, 20. Bleh! Up at you, Rob.
Finally, face to face with me, foul beast.
And yeah. Jabbers.
Okay, so with the sphere thing, I am compelled to get away from it.
You cannot move closer to it. And if it moves closer than 30 feet to you, you move forward to maintain 30 feet of distance.
Okay, well, we kind of want to get away from it anyway, so I kind of want to at least get 25 feet away. I can go my full movement speed. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We're gonna get it right up next to Frankie. Right here. I cannot use my steady aim, so we're just gonna go ahead and do a regular crossbow attack with the sneak attack. So, oh, that's not good. That's an 8 to hit, and that probably does not hit.
That's a miss.
Yeah, I figured. Well, shit, how far am I away from Rob? I can't really do anything else except for maybe do a hide, but there's not really anything for me to hide behind right here, so we're good. We're done.
All right. Frankie.
Okay, we're gonna continue to move. 5, 10, 15,
There's one less tree in the forest next to you.
25, 30, right here. And we're gonna use another guiding bolt.
Mm-hmm.
17 to hit.
That's a hit.
13 radiant damage this time.
You deal 13 radiant damage to the Beholder zombie.
And the next person to attack gets advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Just looking at bonus actions and such real quick. Nope, that's it for Frankie.
All right, Gorkar, it's your turn. And by the way, this is round 3. Oh,
Meh.
sorry, I forgot. I have to roll a d4. That's on me. I'm sorry. That is 2. So the hungering darkness behind you moves forward another 2 squares. Another 10 feet, I should say.
Gorkar is going to move into range.
Don't forget you already have advantage, so you don't need to reckless.
That'll be Gorkar's movement of 10 feet. And let's roll at advantage.
Beautiful.
Does a 22 hit?
Yes, so 22 hits.
Alright, so that's 5 plus 2 is 7. Plus 1d6 plus 1. Okay, so 7 plus 2 is 9.
So it takes 9 damage, is still winded.
9 bludgeoning damage, yep.
Mm-hmm.
And Gorkar stands in the face of danger and delivers. That's it for Gorkar.
Rob.
Alright, let's do this. Oh my god, no way! Another natural 20!
Oh my god.
Is that 3 in a row?
Let's go,
3 in a
Rob!
row, baby! We're going for the
Well,
triple.
that's a 1 in 400 chance for it to happen twice in a row. I don't know the chances of 3 times, though.
It's your turn this time.
Because it's 20 times 20 times 20, right?
Yeah, something like, yeah, maybe. So it's 1d8 plus 2 plus a regular
1 in
roll.
8,000, by the way.
Yeah, 1 in 8,000 chance for that to happen 3 times in a row.
So that's 17 for the regular crit, and you know I'm smiting on that one.
Hold on. Hold on.
I'm
You
holding.
rolled 7 damage plus 16, right?
Oh. No. No, if it's... So it's what I'm doing is doubling my weapon damage.
All of your dice. You get max
Okay.
on all of your dice. That's always how crits work in my game.
That's 23 damage flat.
Mm-hmm. That is 23 damage.
Okay.
And it's bloodied from that hit.
I'm going to add my smite to that.
Uh-huh.
It is undead, correct?
It is undead.
Dude, that makes it 3d8. Blah. Take another 9 points.
Alright, takes another 9 points. Still bloodied.
Cool beans. Now, end my turn.
Alright, I'm gonna roll for random Ray. Alright. Ray shoots out. Jabbers, can you make a constitution saving throw, please?
Oh boy. 14.
14, you pass as you feel yourself get hit by a paralyzing ray. It almost locks your limbs in place. By the way, did you re-roll your charisma save at the end
I
of
did
your
not.
turn?
I did not.
Go for that now. Because it would be your turn next.
19.
Alright, you managed to break hold of the fear in your mind over the blackness behind you. The magical fear, anyway. The very rational, regular fear is probably still very healthy in there.
Yeah.
And it is
So
Jabber's
that's-
turn. Mighty Lizard.
Mighty lizard. That slurping brings back the trauma.
Yeah.
So we're gonna use steady aim as a bonus action. I'm gonna stick right here to give myself the advantage for a crossbow shot, and we are gonna use sharpshooter for this one.
Alright.
Take 5 away from the roll. That would be a 14 to hit.
Miss.
Miss. Damn. Wowie wow. Okay. Well. That's my action. That's my bonus action. I also cannot move, so off we go.
Alright, rolling a d4. The hungering darkness moves forward another 5 feet.
Hooray.
Oh boy.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Nobody is within range of it, but yes, it's just going to continue doing that. Frankie, you're up.
I'm gonna need an intelligence saving throw from the beholder.
Uh-huh. Is there this fails automatically if their intelligence is too low stipulation?
No.
Okay. 10.
Yeah, that's a fail.
It rolled a 14.
So he takes 6 psychic damage, and the next saving throw he makes, he has minus 1d4 as
Cool.
I cast Mind Sliver.
Cool beans.
That is Frankie's turn.
Gorkin time.
It's Gorkin time. I think Gorkar is just gonna recklessly attack again. Actually, does he get advantage still?
No, because I didn't hit him with a guiding bolt.
Okay, so yeah, reckless attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, does a 13 hit?
No, sir.
That's Gorkar's turn.
Oh no. Rob! Rob the Pure, it's up to you to bring this round back around.
Huzzah! Also, during the rotation, I had a eureka moment and was like, "Oh, I was looking at the wrong page and do understand how this crit thing works." I'm just,
Yeah, it's a house rule for
I'm
crits.
dumb.
It's a house rule
I
for
was
crits.
I was on my spell tab looking at the 1d8 plus 3 for cure wounds, and I'm like, "What are they talking about 16?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm just dumb. Never mind." Anyway,
Eh,
everybody out there, just know I'm dumb.
it's a
Rolling.
it's a house rule, so it's fine.
No, I rolled wait. It wouldn't matter anyway. I get a plus 3, but it would only be 12.
Miss.
That is a miss. Have at thee, and that ends my turn.
It's gonna. And Frankie, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. 22 with a natural 20.
Frankie, you duck as a green beam goes your way and disintegrates a tree behind you. You just dodged 54 force damage.
Oh, that would have been an instantly dead Frankie.
That would
Holy
have been a
shit.
pile of gray ash, Frankie, because this is disintegration ray. Jabbers, you're up.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
disintegration ray doesn't leave a body. By the
I
way,
figured that's what it was.
it doesn't. Yeah, well, that's why I'm saying that it's disintegrating trees.
Yeah,
Glad
that's
I
It's
passed that.
literally
Yeah.
disintegrating trees.
5, 10,
I want nothing to do with that.
20.
It keeps rolling a 4 on its random eye beams.
Okay, let's hope it doesn't. Darkness doesn't move fucking 20 feet, so. Once again, steady aim. This time we are not going to use sharpshooter because that's too high of a risk for this particular combat. So,
Mm.
just the advantage will do me, thank you.
By the way, I have killed with one of these creatures before.
And that's a 10.
Actually,
I
I've
have
I've
witnessed
killed
a-
with this creature at least 3 times now.
I have witnessed a fatality at Disintegration Ray, whether it be at this creature or not.
I
Which
cannot
brings up
let
the
that
question.
happen.
If we die from disintegration ray, do we still wake up in the dungeon?
Yes.
Okay.
So what was that to hit, Jabbers?
No, it's a 10.
Oh no.
Yeah, so that's really, that's it. And I'm hoping that it doesn't get that.
The stress
20
is is starting to get to everybody. And the darkness moves forward another 10 feet.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Ooh, one more square and Jabbers would have been like,
Yeah.
And Frankie, it's your turn. You guys are starting to run out of room in this room.
Another dex save, please. Or sorry, intelligence save.
It wants you to make a dex save after this. No, I'm kidding. That is a 6.
Nope. Only 1 psychic damage, but still the same. Minus 1d4 on the dex saving throw he has to make.
Oh, he got minus 1d4 on that as well, didn't he?
Well, it's
4.
a saving throw he makes, so it's generally something we proc. But,
Okay.
Yeah, that's Frankie's turn. Actually, no, I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, right there. And now it's Frankie's turn.
Gorkar.
Gorkar will stand and deliver. Does an 18 hit?
It does.
Okay, so 6 plus 3 is 9, plus 2 is 11, plus 1d6 plus 1. +11 plus 5 is 16 magical bludgeoning damage.
It is staggered.
Damn.
And
Alright,
there is a
that's Gorkar's
reverberation throughout the forest, and the darkness that is in the room starts writhing even more madly. Congratulations, you hit a rage timer. Rob!
Let's do it.
Finish it.
I'm rolling d8s for its slurp forward now.
No, come on. 6.
That's a miss, Rob.
Yeah, it is.
Oh boy.
And I'm going to roll a
That's my
random
friend.
magical eye ray. Alright. Jabbers, can you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
I sure can. Do I want to? No. That's an 8.
Oh no.
You are now frightened of the beholder zombie. As you are hit by like a purple and black twisting beam, and your mind is just filled with absolute fear of this thing. Jabbers, it's your turn. You can't move closer to the beholder at the moment.
I can't move closer, and I guess that means I also can't attack it.
Oh, you can attack it.
I can
You have
attack
disadvantage on attacks against it, I think.
Yeah.
it. Okay. Well, I don't want to go backwards into that fucking thing, and I can't go forwards, so I guess I'm...
Yeah, that frightened from the beholder zombie is an all new aspect of danger with the encroaching darkness behind you.
So I might as well use steady aim.
Jabbers just shakily. "Ugh."
And this will,
Kitch gave you like a pack of cigarettes.
feels like a good time to light one up, but...
I mean, that's what
Um,
steady aim, right? Gives you advantage, no?
Yeah, it does give me advantage on my shot.
Yeah, so like, your hands are shaking. You light up a cigarette. Your hands stop shaking, Metal Gear Solid style.
So it just goes flat roll now then, due to the...
Yep, it would just go flat roll now.
It's an 11.
Oh,
my
no.
These rolls, man.
Jabbers, that's a miss.
Yeah, it is indeed. So that's it.
The darkness moves forward 15 feet.
Great.
Jabbers,
Jabbers.
roll a charisma saving throw.
Please roll good for this fucking thing. No, you don't. Of course you don't. That's a 9.
Alright, so not only can you not move as instructed by the fear condition from the blackness because of the beholder, you can't do anything. You're stuck between being compelled to run away from the darkness behind you while your brain is actively refusing to move forward because of the beholder zombie. And you're going to take where is it? Here it is. You're going to take you take 6 bludgeoning damage as like your body is just tearing itself apart in indescribable, like your muscles are trying to pull themselves in both directions at once.
Jabbers is vibrating with scared.
Yes, he is. And it is Frankie's turn.
Okay. Frankie is going to... 5,
Oh wait,
10.
don't you get to hold on. I think Jabbers gets to repeat his wisdom save at the end of his turn against the beholder zombie and potentially be able to run away and not have to take that damage.
Okay, let's do that then. It's a 15.
A 15, yeah, you break the fear of the thing in front of you because the thing in behind you is so much worse. So you have to put... It doesn't matter what your movement speed is because this is like a magical compulsion. You have to put 30 feet between you and the blackness.
That's
20,
really
25,
interesting.
30.
That's really interesting because steady aim makes it so that I cannot move that turn.
You are. It doesn't matter. You're magically compelled to move away from the darkness. You have to.
I am 100% fine with that.
Like, you steady your nerves and shoot your shot, and then immediately your body is overcome with an extra compulsion that would overwrite even being unable to move through difficult terrain. It doesn't matter. Like, you
Alright.
have to move.
That's great. I'm fine with that.
So you move 10 feet forward. Or, I'm sorry. This is the... Okay, so 5... 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, okay. So you can't be within the 30 feet. So you have to be
Okay.
one more square forward. Sorry. And
No problem.
Frankie, and now it's Frankie's turn.
Okay, I moved into position where I wanted to while that was going on, and Frankie casts Dragon's Breath on himself, and we are going to need a Dexterity saving throw from the Beholder Zombie. He has a minus 1d4.
Okay. Does a 11 pass? No, does a 10 pass?
No, it does not.
Darn.
So he is going to take... Let's get creative. He's going to take 3d6 lightning damage.
He's immune. No, I'm kidding.
So 7 lightning damage.
Crack.
And that is Frankie's turn, I think. Yeah. So actually, sorry, I made that call without thinking properly. Can I retcon that?
Sure.
Okay, so I go back to where I was, and Frankie's just gonna hit him with a second level guiding bolt.
Oh.
19 to hit.
Yes.
So that's 18 radiant damage.
So I need to give him 7 hit points back, and then I need to take 18 hit points away from him.
Yes.
Alright, he's still staggered.
Alright, and next person has advantage. Can I do anything with my bonus action? Yeah, you know what? We're gonna burn one of our sorcery points. And then we are gonna cast Guiding Bolt again at first level.
At advantage.
Oh boy, give me just a sec. Does a 26 hit?
Yes.
Another 11 radiant damage.
It's still staggered.
And that is Frankie's turn.
Gorkar, you have advantage on your attack.
Gorkar still has advantage because 2 Guiding Bolts.
Mm-hmm. Gorkar, you have
Is
advantage.
Gorkar in range of the breath weapon?
Don't worry about that. There's no breath weapon.
Yeah,
That
I nixed
that
all
didn't
'cause
happen.
I was
Oh,
making
okay.
making
That-
assumptions based on a thing that I didn't read properly.
Okay, well then Gorkar will attack with advantage.
Uh-huh.
Hey, that's really bad. That's a miss.
That's a 9. That's a miss, yes.
Oh no.
Christ. Yeah, the dice really don't like us tonight. Yeah, it's Gorkar's turn.
Rob, you're up.
Come on.
It's up to
Here
you,
we
my
go.
dude.
Yeah! 18!
18's a hit.
Yeah!
Next time I get 5 criticals in a session, just let me know that I'm gonna roll terribly the next time.
12 points. Does that kill you?
And part of that is radiant, correct? So he does.
Yes.
So he does not get his undead fortitude as it goes down. Ba, 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 ba. Oh wait, no, I don't want to get sued by Square Enix. I'm gonna hit. Wait. No, excuse. No, we really don't want to get sued by Square Enix. How about this one instead?
We get 8 seconds. Hey, as a
There.
musician, I
Also,
know
fuck Square
we get 8
Enix.
seconds.
So there we go. and
Hell yeah.
as the creature goes down in a lump, the darkness behind you like writhes and recedes away from you, and you are left in silence.
You are safe now, Jabbers.
Jabbers just lets out a sigh of relief.
Also,
Looks mostly fine though.
you all get 450 experience points each.
Wee.
Nice.
Well done,
And
boys.
you feel as the beholder zombie is like disappearing from the ground in front of you and the darkness is receding behind you, you feel everything swirling around you as the forest starts to spin, and everything turns to darkness as you find yourself standing just outside of the dungeon entrance, and Mr. Hank and Mr. Vorst are standing there with their arms crossed. Skeek is behind them. He's got like a bulging little leather bag, and Mr. Hank and Mr. Vorst look rather pissed, and they're just like, "Good, you have returned. Take your little creature and get out of our sight." And they like kick him forward, which he goes like tumbling across the pavement, and they both just turn and stomp away. And Skeek looks up and goes, "Skeek won all their money."
Sore losers.
Gorkar looks down in satisfaction and goes, "Skeek make good addition to the Lost."
Skeek looks in his little bag and goes, "How much Skeek can do with 4,000 Velbucks?" And he looks back up at all of you.
Jabbers' mouth just kind of like hangs open, and it almost looks like he's drooling a little bit.
Skeek goes, "Skeek wanna open restaurant!" And just goes tearing off into the city. More quickly.
Away, Frankie's like, "Wait, do you need a cook?" Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, Jabbers just kind of does like the reaching after thing. That, don't go. Don't go, money.
Late mail.
And you all are.
Jabbers.
Beams proudly, just like, yes, Skeek do good.
But anyways, Jabbers whips around, looks for where his gem is.
The Minotaur guards see you looking around frantically, and one of them says, "You must go back below to get your gem."
I will. It's mine. And Jabbers does so.
Somebody else outside, like, walking by, like, stops and looks over and goes, "Gem? Which gem?" It's a halfling man. He looks a little bit haggard. He has like a little bit of a beard. Halflings from the world that he comes from must be able to grow facial hair. But regardless, yeah, he's wearing kind of tattered clothing. He looks like he's seen better days, and he like walks over, looking around at all of you, like, "Gem? One of you has the gem."
I would keep on moving, traveler.
Yeah, you want to walk away from here, friend.
Nobody has a gem.
As he gets close, the Minotaur guards like step forward with their weapons, and they go, "Back away! You are not allowed near the dungeon." And he goes, "No, but the gem, I must." And he like tries to scramble forward into the entranceway, and the Minotaur guards like block him with their weapons and throw him back into the street, where he goes tumbling, hitting his head pretty hard, causing his head to start bleeding a bit. And he goes, "I'm sorry. I just couldn't help myself. I'm so sorry." And he goes running off down the street, blood pouring down the back of his head. One of the Minotaur guards just snorts and goes, "Disgusting."
Seemed a little excessive, didn't it?
What did Gorkar just witness?
Brutality.
The Minotaur guards do not answer you. They just say, "Go back and get your gem, little one."
I think I will. Thank you.
Frankie goes with Jabbers.
Yep. It doesn't take you
Gorkar's-
too long. The tunnel down below, and then you grab your gem and you make your way back up.
Yep.
The Shagoeth seems to be sleeping for the moment. There's like
we'll
a
just-
soft
Gorkar
rumbling.
stands in front of the Minotaurs and just says, "You will tell Gorkar what you just did."
They completely ignore you, Gorkar. They're like the guards outside of Buckingham Palace. They're just like eyes forward, absolutely unflappable.
Yeah, as Jabbers and Frank come back up, Jabbers looks kind of conflicted because he kind of does want to just like reach out and do a pat and thanks for protecting his favorite object right now. But he also doesn't want to do that because that looked like it kind of hurt the guy.
Gorkar tries to grab the attention of the Minotaur guards, and Gorkar twerks in front of them.
They do not react at all. Although some people around stop, like laughing. You hear one person like, "Hey, that's Gorkar," and you hear like, "Ah!" And, like you see that a couple people have like little Gorkar dolls, and like one person has like a Gorkar shirt, and they're like, "Oh, Gorkar, the champion of the arena!" Ah! And like a small crowd starts to gather around Gorkar as he's twerking, and they're all just like, "Yeah!" They're throwing money. So, Gorkar, you can roll a D10 for Veldbucks and a D10 for Velders.
Gorky, they have Gorky things.
Merchandising must have caught on really quick.
Look like it.
So it
And
seems.
Gorkar gains 8 Veldbucks and 10 Velders.
Nice.
So that's 68 Veldbucks and 64 Velders.
Oh, is that all?
Yes, is that
Yeah, Gorkar's waiting on like, reciprocal payback. He's invested in the long term.
Kickbacks.
While this is going on, Rob, what is your passive perception?
Not good. 10.
Gorkar, what's your passive perception?
12.
Frankie and Jabbers, how about you guys?
we're
13.
both at 13, yeah.
13 and 13. Okay. So as you come back up from the dungeon entrance, you see that Gorkar is twerking, and there's a little bit of a crowd, but also the two of you kind of notice that there's a few other individuals that don't seem to be part of like the festivities, so to speak. And they're just looking. They've got kind of the same haggard look in their eyes as the halfling did earlier. And they're kind of like peering around, and when they see Jabbers, they like, a few of them are like whispering to each other.
Jabbers just kind of squints and slowly pulls his crossbow into his hands.
Frankie is going to cast a minor illusion 30 feet away.
Okay.
On like the street. So like so that they're not trying to get at the guards, but that they're distracted. And go, look at that! Isn't that one of those weird gem things over there?
I'm not gonna have them roll because like a few of them do kind of look, but you can tell that they're like they can sense some kind of pull that's not visual. And they look and they're just like, and they look back at Jabbers, and like they're like a few of them are pointing at Jabbers and like agreeing with each other about something.
Frankie just looks down at Jabbers and shrugs.
Jabbers used to fighting for what he need, but might be good idea to leave.
Merc walks up
Agreed.
to you guys, and she goes, Merc thought she heard Gorkar! Gorkar! Over here! Merc hear that true! Gorkar twerk good! She looks around and kind of leans in close to you guys and says, Merc explain later, but you come with Merc. And she stands up and kind of unhooks her giant battle axe and holds it in both hands and just glares around and says, Merc taking these people somewhere with Merc. No one better follow Merc or heads come off. And she glares around again and then like stomps away expecting you to follow her.
Gorkar like pulls himself away from the people he's twerking on and just pulls his warhammer out and say, Gorkar, follow Merc.
Oh, right. The map.
Frankie just walks up behind Gorkar and says, "Are you trying to get us flogged?"
Gorkar not afraid of flogging. Gorkar can take all of these people.
Have you ever been flogged? It's not pleasant.
Gorkar spent a whole night with Etzos. Gorkar think he know what flogging is.
I was just about to say.
Frankie just like does that meme thing with the guy putting his finger up like he's about to say something, and then just has a second panel has a really concerned look on his face.
Alright, so Merc is taking you all back to the Warriors Guild. Actually, you know what? No, Merc takes you all back to the Broken Fiddler. Why would we go to the Warriors Guild when the Broken Fiddler is such a good spot to go? As you all enter the Broken Fiddler, let me get I am a one-man show here as far as the visuals and sounds are, so give me a second. Here we go. Or do I have one specifically for the Broken Fiddler? Let me see.
Excellent work down there, lads. First round's on me.
Alright, so now
Here,
let me
here.
change the board to this and this
I
and
think
this.
you might need to get disguise kits or some kind of disguise tool thing that isn't this specifically this disguise kit that the player just didn't think about.
There you go. So you guys are over here. I can also grab, let me see, where are my, those are assets, tokens. Codex, characters. So we need Zolnar. And we need, where is Merc? There's Merc. And the standee tokens are so much smaller than the player. I feel like the standee tokens got smaller with the latest update, honestly. So yeah, the standee tokens will never be the same size as the player characters. Maybe in the future when we get more Patreon money, wink wink, we'll be able to get actual character models for the important NPCs that we see a lot. That'd be cool.
Oh, cool.
So Merc comes in. Zolnar! Merc watching door! Keeping out other, bearers! And Zolnar just nods and goes, so they figured out who has the gem, eh? Come on in, guys. I trust Merc to get the door. Merc sits down at the chair right next to the door. And yeah.
Round stouts for the boys, if you don't mind, Zolnar.
5 Velders each. How many is that? You want 4? Okay, so I need 2 Veldbucks, please.
Frankie slaps the money on the table.
Thank you. Jolly good doing business with you. He smiles at you.
And let's go ahead and throw in 25 Velders as a tip.
I'm gonna make them their tokens for now. Just because the standees look so bad in comparison, I just don't like the standees anymore. There we go. Oh, hey. Zolnar, what the hell, man? Ah! They're reverting! Son of a bitch.
Carpy has rebelled against us.
As soon as I click, all right, you know what? Fine, I'll use the 2D standees. God damn it! It's like you did a lot of work on those. I'm not gonna let you not use those. Cause look, they do look good, but in comparison to a player character, they're very short. Oh, actually, no, they're the same size. They just,
It's a perspective thing.
Must be. All right. Well, anyway. So yeah, what would you guys like to do for the moment?
So
Oh.
Jabbers climbs up to his usual stool and he's kind of rolling his gem around in his hands, like in worry. So, is that gonna be a normal thing now? People want to take.
And Gorkar,
gem?
are you putting yourself anywhere inside Gorkar? We're on the tavern map at the moment.
Ah, yes, let me do that.
Yes.
I would hide that thing if I were you, Jabbers. Maybe only look at it in your room.
Maybe.
Zolnar looks at it and says, "You should take your friend's advice, my good friend. Anyone who has been a bearer of that gem is drawn to it, almost painfully so without its presence. I was lucky enough not to become the bearer of one of the gems before I, And then his voice, his smile drops a bit and he goes, failed.
What?
Or you gave up?
Yes. Before I gave up.
Why would one have to give up a gem, might I ask?
You're no longer working towards Lord Veld's goals. You no longer are allowed to carry the things that you received. The keys, the gems are important keys. Merc calls over, yes, keys very important.
I think it was Etsos who mentioned something about all of us having to take one of these things at some point. There are 4 in total.
Eventually, yes. There is one, well, I'm getting ahead of myself, sorry. As he, hands out your drinks that he's finally got done pouring, and, they slide across the table to each of you. You see, walking around the city, you must have noticed that there are 4 exits. 4 large gates, one on each, one the north end of the city, as far north, as much as north as you can tell anyway. One on the south end, one east, and one west. The Gore Gate is widely considered to be the western gate, though there is a contingent of Duragar within the city that will swear to you that it is the eastern gate. You can ignore them for the most part. The other gates house other demi-planes, although I am not at liberty to discuss the contents of them with you until you have visited them. Everyone in the city you will find is under such a contract of sorts.
Why?
Lord Veld does not wish for you to know too much, I guess? I'm not sure.
That seems counterproductive.
He shrugs. Gods do things that seem counterproductive on a daily basis, as far as I'm concerned.
He's certainly a man of secrets.
Oh well,
Veld?
I don't do a religion.
Yeah. Oh. The religion has nothing to do with the presence of gods, and my friend. Zonar smiles. I would like to mention out of character. I do not believe that.
Frankie is just kind of contemplating his mug of drink.
If you say so.
Yes, well, in time, if you make it that far, each of you will be bonded to a gem. I have only seen a few groups make it far enough to bond to all 4. I have never seen anyone pass the final trial, though. Not that I can discuss what that might entail, since I was not told.
Right. So, do we report back to Veld or something, or are we off for the afternoon, as it were?
He shrugs and says, unless his two beef sticks tell you otherwise, I believe you're just free to do whatever you please for the moment. Did you happen to find that thing I was looking for? He looks around at all of you expectantly.
Yeah, doesn't Gorkar have it?
Yeah.
I know one of us took it, but I can't remember exactly who. I think it was Gorkar.
I'm pretty sure it was Gorkar.
Yeah, I think that is correct.
Do you want to give him the thing?
Gorkar reluctantly hands over the thing.
Reluctantly.
Well, shinies
You
are
know,
shinies.
it's
It's
still
like
shiny.
it's like a seashell necklace, isn't it, or is it a bracelet?
Yep, it's a seashell
It's
necklace.
a necklace. Yep, and Gorkar kind of looks down at his hands and says, this very pretty. Gorkar understand why Zolnar want this. This is what you were looking for, right?
Zolnar takes it, and the way he takes it, you can tell that he places great value on this item. He treats it like a priceless item, and he holds it close to himself, tears coming to his eyes, and he says, "Yes, this item is extremely important to me, more sentimental than monetary, truly."
I'd like to add to the legend of us getting it for you, but frankly, it was basically given to us.
He shakes his head and says, "I don't care about the heroics, just that it was returned. This is the only thing that I have left of my wife. Oh, well, my late wife, I guess, since everything from my world is gone."
Frankie downplayed the importance of Gorkar and friends' efforts. This was very difficult to grab. Frankie just feel bad for those we grabbed it from.
One of them killed 3 of his fellows. I'm not the only one who saw this, right?
Yes,
They
it was
could have
very
been
funny.
great. They could have been great danger to Gorkar and friends if Friend had not killed 3 of his allies.
Yeah, but they weren't. That's my point. I am not denying our tactical superiority in that particular maneuver. I'm just saying the problem kind of took care of itself in a way.
Gorkar not ready to feign inferiority here. Gorkar had to fight hard for this.
Fair
Why
enough.
not both? Also
Zolnar
be funny and fight hard.
waves a hand and says, "Despite all of that, here, as a thank you to all of you, this object truly has no amount of money can cover this item's loss if I never got it returned." And he hands each of you a wad of 50 Veldbucks.
Woo, buddy.
That makes Gorkar at 104 Veldbucks.
Truly
At all.
appreciate this.
And he says, "No,
I'm
I
sorry, I'm being a
appreciate
bitch."
this."
Right.
Oh,
well,
Jabbers is happy. Very happy.
with that, Frankie takes his drink and downs it. I have some business in the city.
Well, only 1,400 more Veldbucks to go.
Zolnar blinks at you. "What are you saving up for, my friend? That's quite a sum."
Only the finest armor a paladin can wear.
Ah. Very good.
Real good fight skin.
So Frankie,
Frankie
you exit.
Getting up and walking away and going, I'll catch up with you guys later.
Merc nods to you, Frankie, as you
Be
walk
safe.
by and out. "They're not after you. You not need to worry. Merc, stay here and protect Jabbers."
Oh,
Thanks for helping out, Merc. We appreciate it.
She nods and says, "Merc, understand. the pull from Jim, but Merc not go crazy like them. You can see that Merc kind of looks at Jabbers with, like, you see the slight lustful twinge for the gem in her eyes, but she shakes her head and says, Merc much too disciplined to give in to Jim.
That's some willpower you got there.
She shakes her head and says, Merc late husband taught Merc many things about self-control.
Gorkar clearly choose proper teacher. Gorkar have many things to learn from Merc.
Very good for jabbers, I guess.
I don't know if that makes you more or less comfortable that Merc was also a previous bearer of this gem and definitely wants it back in some way.
Yeah, there's definitely like unsure tone.
Uh-oh, she's
Especially
dangerous.
since you both already fought Merc and got riggedy wrecked.
Oh, you say riggedy wreck like we almost didn't win.
No, I mean, you guys did good, but you did lose the fight. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you guys got like your shit pushed in or anything.
Yeah, meanwhile, Merc was attacking Jabbers with multiple attacks in a round, going, Stay dead!
And this time they'd have me.
Oh, man. Jabbers has been on the ultimate receiving end of Merc's fury. Oh, man. I think that would make me more uncomfortable.
Yeah. It's there's a little unease there.
Zolnar just smiles and nods and says, Yes, I believe our friend Merc here has the proper amount of self-control that we don't have to worry about her. There are many of those of us who were bearers of the various gems, myself not included. Thankfully, I don't have to worry about losing my mind over a gem.
Should jabbers maybe get disguise of something?
Oh, that won't help you. They can feel it.
Oh.
Merc just nods and says, Merc no jabbers have gem by feeling.
Oh. Hmm.
Very strong feeling. Merc felt
kind of
Jim. Merc felt Jim enter city for first time when jabbers bring it back. Everyone felt it, but not know exactly who have it. Now they know. Jabbers need to watch back.
That gonna put a cramp on Jabbers' extra stuff that Jabbers does.
You're what exactly?
The stuff things that Jabbers likes to do. Like be free spirited around everywhere.
Specifically, people with large sums of money.
Rob's just giving you the glare of like, I'm not stupid, but I'm not going to call you out on it either.
I mean, so far, Jabbers has passed his checks, so you're just, I mean, Rob, as per your checks, Rob might be suspicious that Jabbers might change his ways, but still hasn't done anything, considerably nefarious.
Jabbers innocent until proven guilty.
That's what the guilty say.
Right, exactly.
Surely a paladin of law would believe in innocence until proven guilty.
It's some of the questionable things Jabber says.
Oh my gosh.
Saying odd things is a crime now? You're sounding pretty fascista right now.
Maybe just the way lizards do things different than way than humans do things. You distrust lizard, Robs? Maybe that's something you need work on.
You gaslight me, turn this around on me.
What a gaslight.
I know what I stand for.
Okay.
It's not a question of you being a lizard. It's a question of
Huh?
Moral
morality.
relativism?
You think jabbers no have good moral?
Oh my gosh.
It's to be discussed at another time, I think.
Now, I know Jabbers thinks that bearer is bear. Does he think that morals is like moral, like a spongy moral, like a mushroom?
Maybe you probably would spell it that way. Well, jabbers can't really go nowheres without having some kind of guard or watch, because people want jabbers as shinies, but you got something better to do?
Merc watch Jabbers. Jabbers not worry.
Well, jabbers appreciate that, Mark.
Merc's
Now the
Merc's
question-
eyes dip down to where the gem is and then quickly back up to your eyes, Jabbers.
Now the real question is, does Merc follow the same moral relativism as Jabbers, and now apparently Frankie follow?
Perhaps Jabber's best stays with me.
Merc
All
think
you
it
do
personal
is-
responsibility to watch fellow bearer of Dutrecht's gem.
Well, what would Rob do for fun?
That depends. What does Jabbers want to do for fun?
Jabbers ask first.
Alright, fair enough. Honestly, I'm not really sure. I need a way to earn more money to get my plate armor. So, that I suppose.
Getting money. And
Legally.
legal. But also okay with violent.
I wouldn't be so straightforward about it. We could get it another means, if you have any suggestions.
Hmm.
I did try to-
Jabbers is just doing a big think right now.
How much Jaffers want to trust?
I mean,
Holy man.
Rob's only been trained in combat, so he only has so many skills.
The thing is, though, is a lot of people view you like a policeman.
Yeah.
Exactly. What kind of non-shady shit can Jabbers actually do to get money besides fight?
And Jabbers is like, oh man, this is a hard decision.
It's big puzzle time.
Hardest puzzle of Jabber's life. I'll make money legal.
Zuzu, you stand there whole time. You have thoughts?
I mean, no, I run the bar and I sell food and I, sell rooms and I sell a service and that's how I make money.
Sell thing.
I don't know, you could make a deal with Horestus, I guess.
Selling.
Yeah.
Selling
Basically.
soul.
No, that doesn't sound good.
Rob, aren't you the one that
Dragon.
has has a contract going in with Horestus as well?
Oh, I got my characters mixed up. Yes. Yes,
Who's the one? It's Gorkar that has a deal, and it was who was it? Wait, no, was it Jabbers that signed a
No.
deal, or was it Rob?
Oh,
No, it was
Jabbers
me.
did not.
But
Okay.
he offered to sign the contract with Frankie and Jabbers, but I think something disrupted us, and we ran off to go do something.
Yeah. Also, the reason why there's
Oh.
already Gorkar merch is because, as per the contract that has yet to be signed, before the contract is completed and signed, Horestus has the rights to sell, to begin manufacture and sale of Gorkar merch, which will have the normal stipulations of royalties from the contract attached to them. So essentially, it's I can start doing business. We're just wrapping up the signatures. kind of
Okay.
thing.
Well, then Rob gets like he has a bright idea. Jabbers, how would you like to make money legally?
I would like to make money legally, but jabbers don't want to sell soul for.
I mean, perhaps there's other ways you can get fame.
Jabbers don't want fame. Jabbers want money.
Fame makes money here.
It's true.
You
I'll
just
sell
gotta
it.
play their game, Jabbers. It's a whole new world. But I imagine you can adapt.
As a secondary point, I want to mention that Frankie changed back into his commoner's clothes before leaving.
Ah, okay, you went into your room and then left. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
you specifically talking about making contract with Funny Elephant Man.
Yeah, what
Sorry, you
I
cut
mean,
off.
we're already Oh, sorry. Yeah, why not? We're already slaves to this place, more or less.
Jabbers would have to negotiate compensation. Trying new words.
I get the feeling he would be more than welcome to talk with you about it.
If Jabber's gonna sell soul worth lots of money. Jabbers have the best soul.
Then why don't we go talk to him? Only one way to find out.
I suppose.
There we go.
Okay.
Some of the text for your
Let's
names
go
was
do
hard
that.
to read, so I moved them around a bit. Should be better
And
now.
Rob is off to take Jabbers to go potentially sign contracts.
Off the sign his life away. All right. So, meanwhile, meanwhile at the Legion of Doom, we're gonna get the shit suit out of us. Frankie, where are you going, my friend?
Frankie is going back to Trosh's shop, the shop where he bought his clothes.
All right. So let us change the board over.
I from a
Hold
slave
on,
owner.
don't move yourself yet. Let me do everything I need to do. Because if you move yourself, then it resets everything I was doing. All right, now you're good to move yourself.
Sorry.
So yep, you go and you find yourself in Trosh's store. You walk in. You don't immediately see Trosh, but you do hear the clinking of like sewing needles against thimbles and the sound of stitching, and you see the two blind and mute goblin women busily sewing things. Their heads kind of tilt a bit as you enter the door, as they hear you enter, but they otherwise don't react. You don't see Trosh inside. They both just nod at the empty air without looking at anything in particular.
Trosh, are you in?
There is like a sound of stuff cascading, and Trosh's voice going, shit! Hold on, sorry. And he comes like out holding his head. He's got like a small bump on it, and he goes, you startled me, mate. How's it going? How's it going?
Sorry to disturb you. I have a business proposition that might interest you.
Oh, a business proposition, eh?
Correct.
Alright, let's hear it then, eh?
Now, no doubt you've been hearing lots of things about my friends and I in the arena. We just finished the first of the dungeons from the Shoggoth. We're getting a lot of pull out there. My buddy Gorkar is already selling merchandise, as I'm sure you've seen.
He kind of rubs his chin and goes, "Oh, mate, I don't really get much of the news outside of the arena, but I take your word for it that you're well on your way. What is this proposition that you got for me?"
Well, I have to say, Trosh, the clothes you made me, absolutely smashing success. Really good stuff.
His eyebrows waggle. He goes, "Oh, you got the eye of old Lady Exos, did you? Did she let you see her naked in her tent, eh? Haha, sorry. Shouldn't pry. Shouldn't pry. But did she?"
I did not spend the evening with Lady Exos, no. But
Oh, that's a shame. I figure you might be dead anyway, so, yeah, a few more scotch marks and stuff, I imagine.
it did draw her eye, but that was an unfortunate side effect of the otherwise finely made clothes.
He
It did
blinks.
give me.
He blinks almost as if offended and goes, "Oh, and what was side effect? My lad, getting the attention of a fine lady like Etsos is any man's wet dream come true."
I'm sure it has its diplomatic advantages, but that's not the point. It did draw me closer to my sorceress trainer, however.
Sorcerer?
Lots of,
Sorcerer.
well, sorceress. It's, it's
Well,
the.
Ruin is a male identifying individual.
No, not sorceress, sorceress. Like
Oh, I
sorceress.
see. Sorceress. Yeah. I see.
It did draw the attention of my trainer. Our relationship is going a lot better, so enough beating around the bush. I will lay down 25 Velbucks for materials, costs, labor, anything you might need. In exchange, I would like a few new outfits, on top of which, for all of our victories in the arena, any public appearances I might make, anything like that, in the company of my companions, I will mention your shop specifically as where I got my clothes.
He rubs his chin thinking, and he goes, "Oh, I like the cut of your jib, mate. You got a really nice deal." And he puts his hand out and goes, "Oh, I'd like to make a verbal agreement with you there on that one."
Verbal is good enough for now. If it goes well, I am acquainted with an esquire who can draw papers for us, if that would make either of us more comfortable.
Oh, mate, we don't need to bring the process into all this as long as we're on the up and up, right?
Fair enough. Frankie shakes his hand and forks over 25 Velbucks.
Alright. He nods his head. "Nice doing business with you. What kind of outfit you looking for there now? You looking for something a bit more grim? Perhaps we're wanting to make you look a bit more like a blood sorcerer, eh? I'd have got some really nice red fabrics and..."
Oh, I'm gonna leave it up to you and your girls. I think you'll do me very proud. But a nice variety would be good. Different colors for different moods. Perhaps.
He looks over at the two blind goblin women and says, "Oh, you two, go pick out some colors for the boy." And they both just nod silently and stand up and go walking into another room.
Excellent. What time do you think you will have those outfits ready for me?
Oh, I believe it should take me a couple days for the number of outfits you're looking for, but I think I could get you maybe 4 of them set up.
That sounds great to me. I will call upon you, or you may send for me when they are finished. Which would you prefer?
Oh, I'll send one of my girls out to get you, mate.
Perfect. It's been a pleasure doing business with you, Trosh. I look forward to making large sums of money for both of us.
He grins a large, toothy hobgoblin smile and goes, "Oh, I agree. Looking forward to lots of good business with ya." And he waggles the other arm at you, which, might I remind you, is a handless nub. And he goes, "I'll see you later, mate."
You have a pleasant day now. And Frankie is going to leave and head towards the Brawler's Bounty.
Yep, and for those of you that aren't familiar with Trosh as a character, he is a red-skinned hobgoblin who, some point before coming to Veldurheim, was somewhat dismembered. Not fully dismembered, but partially dismembered. So he's missing both of his feet from the knee down at least. Both of his legs from the knee down at least, and at least one hand. Well, he's missing one hand. At least. You walk back out into the rain, Frankie, feeling like you made a pretty good deal.
Excellent. And like I said, Frankie is headed towards the Brawler's Bounty.
Alright. So, Rob, Gorkar, and Jabbers still at the Broken Fiddler. Are you guys going to be leaving to do anything? What are you all doing?
We
looks
left.
like-
Yeah, we left to go talk to what was his name? Restus?
Ah, the Brawler's Bounty.
Yeah.
Alright, so all of you are walking towards the Brawler's Bounty. Frankie, you walk out of the shopping district just in time to see your friends entering the Brawler's Bounty.
Oh, hey guys.
Oh, hello, Frankie.
What brings you to the bounty? Here to see if Orestes has those contracts for you, Rob?
Yeah, also to see if there's something else maybe Jabbers can do other than risking his hide to earn fame.
Yeah,
I mean,
Jabbers break his hide.
if we're making money in the arena, aren't we risking our hide either way?
Well, I thought I'd maybe try for Jabbers.
Frankie just shrugs. No arguments here.
Totally legal ways of making money.
I haven't heard anything from Gorkar. Is Gorkar here still? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I think we lost Gorkar.
Ooh.
Gorkar, I summoned thee.
Dear, oh dear.
You on mute, buddy?
Alright, well, Gorkar is with you guys for the moment. If we'll see if he's having technical issues or something. It is shortly before our break though. I kind of want to be able to get touch base with Gorkar before we take it though.
Do you want to try to message him on
I
Discord or something?
messaged him on another chat service, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys can like talk for the moment, I guess.
Oh. Jabbers will try to negotiate terms of contract.
You're gonna negotiate with Orestes?
Yep.
Well, that is something I would pay to see.
You pay Jabbers
Yeah.
to do this? Jabbers was
No.
gonna do it.
It's an expression, Jabbers.
Oh.
It doesn't hurt to try, I suppose.
What do you think the cuts Gorkar is getting anyway?
Not really sure. To be quite honest, I'm not really sure the cuts I'm getting. I just figured it's one step closer to getting my armor. After that, most of my earnings I'm just gonna donate to the chapel. Or perhaps even building one of my own.
You want to build a new chapel?
Sure, why not?
Is there something wrong with the old one?
No, I just one specifically dedicated to, you know, the light.
Fair enough. That reminds me, I have been avoiding going there, but later would you mind escorting me, my lord?
Sure. What's your business?
My own.
Okay, fair enough. Although, maybe even after I get my armor, I could invest in a place for us, the others in the inn, our own place.
On
A
lair?
hideout? A lair?
Moon
Uh,
lair?
a home would be better to say.
No,
Not a
lair is home.
But if it makes you comfortable, yes, a lair, as it were.
Jabbers calls Zuzu's place lair. Lair is home.
Okay. Alright, a lair. Yes. I'd like to invest in a lair for all of us.
Are we even allowed to purchase property outside of the human quarter? I mean, I'm pretty sure I am, but I don't know about you, my lord.
Uh, well, I mean, we'll just put it in Jabbers' name or something. We'll figure it out.
That's a good point.
Jabbers own property. That sounds
Ah.
good.
See? Jabbers likes the idea.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say it was a bad idea.
But, I think it's something we should invest toward at some point.
As long as the space is large enough.
Be pretty good if we don't want Tink and Ninkle eat our food anymore.
Right.
Yes.
And a place to lay low. We shouldn't let anyone know where we purchase our home.
Secret lair.
Yeah, well, if people are going to come after us with the gems, the more gems we collect, the bigger the threat. I've been thinking about it for a while.
This true. Don't
Jabbers,
want to,
I really hope this isn't a racist question, so forgive me if it is. You know not to pile money in, like, the center of the room, right?
what wrong with doing that? Jabbers not doing that now, but what wrong with that? How you roll in it?
Generally speaking, one keeps their money somewhere a little more hidden.
Jabbers
I mean,
not have enough money to do a big pile yet anyway.
I'm just asking for clarity's sake for the future. Like, you know that's not what we're going to do in the layer, right? We're not going to pool all our money into a big pile in the center of the room for one of us to sit on.
Jabbers not expect that, no.
Okay, cool. Again, I'm sorry, I don't know the proclivities of kobolds when it comes to decor, for lack of a better word, I suppose.
Well, when you think about money pile, you may be thinking about big dragon. That more shiny one thing. But to be honest, who gonna tell dragon how they keep their money?
Well, exactly. I'm not saying that what dragons can't do that. I'm asking you if you are like instinctually compelled to do that, like dragons are.
Jabber's not collecting for shiny one anymore, so no.
Oh, good. Then we're on the same page. That's good.
Jabbers is Jabber's own lizard.
And of course, if we're sharing living space, I will insist that all three of you stay out of the kitchen.
No problem with me. I don't think I've ever cooked a single thing in my life.
Color me shocked.
I just mean my parents cooked for me. I'm only 18.
Frankie's giving you the look like, yeah, uh-huh.
I'm only 18.
I'm a commoner. I was put to work in the kitchens at the age of, like, 8.
18?
I, as a lad, was put through vigorous training, endurance, and, workouts and all that stuff.
Jabbers think Rob much older. Jabber's
No.
older than Rob.
Nope, I'm a young buck.
And Frankie and Rob are the same age, so we've got a real Merlin and Arthur thing going on here.
Huh.
Yes, that's exactly what's going on.
Neat.
Like, specifically the dynamic from the show Merlin.
So my like Rob obviously will do everything in his right to do what's good and just, but he's also if he had a personal goal, it's to become a better paladin than his parents ever was, which ultimately would be being a better hero.
All right. Well, it is 6:15 right now, which is our hard stop break time. Hopefully, Gorkar comes back before the break is over. But hey, y'all. Thank you for being here and watching. We're gonna be back. It is 6:15 right now. We will be back at 6:30. I'll see you all after this 15-minute break.
See y'all in a bit.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. We're back. Hopefully. Hello, everybody. Do we have Gorkar back yet? No.
Appears not, Captain.
Well,
Guess not.
I hope that Gorkar's okay, but we literally cannot continue the game session without him. So we're gonna have to call it there, unfortunately. Sorry, y'all.
Damn.
Well,
Yeah.
What I wonder is, like, why didn't he leave the call?
I have no idea. If he got disconnected, he would have left the call, though. So
Yeah.
it's like he just walked away from his computer, honestly. So I don't know.
He's alright.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, sorry everyone, sorry that we cannot continue with the second half of the session. This session was half as long as we usually would like them to be. But we cannot continue without one of our players. So I would like to thank everyone who came by, who redeemed things. Thank you all so much. These game sessions are so much fun, and I look forward to this every week.
Me too.
Yes, thank you, everybody.
Sorry for the abrupt ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, but thanks for coming.
Sometimes life hands you the lemons.
Yeah. Well, everyone, this has been Velderheim, the City of the Lost. Hope you all have a great night. We'll see you next week.
Night, everybody.
Night.
Bye.
Night.